Hey, everybody. Oh, you did? Okay, I haven't checked my messages yet, Aid. Good to see you. It's feeling like it's gonna be a slow Fri-Yay. I have a friend that I was actually on, and I didn't at first, when I went into his live, it was, locked up for me. So I was talking to, another friend that's in there, and then I had to apologize because, like, I l left and went back in, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." But, "Hey, Hardneck Farms, good to see you." Wendy was just messaging me and telling me about the convoy that is taking place and that they're going to kind of skirt across the top of Florida. But I was like, yeah, it's kind of, Alabama and Florida kind of own that area together in the panhandle. Hey, Gardening Warrior, good to see you. Thank you. I appreciate the listening. Um, I need a drink of water. I was just sucking on a cough drop and running. Needed to take a quick shower before I started the live. But yeah, my eyesight is like all wonky tonight, so I changed my glasses to see if that would help. But yeah, I was looking at that and I was like, yeah, I told her that's probably about from where I'm at, just going straight up 95, that's about 7 hours because that's about how long Florida is from where I am, and I'm above Miami. So probably Miami would be about 8. Hey, Passamaquoddy, or even longer, depending on where you are in Miami. You mean what? No, I appreciate you letting me know. Yeah. I'm just concerned that they're flushing people out, you know, into the open is what some of this is for. I hope they're really going to actually do something this time about it. And I don't know why it hadn't been done prior to this now that we have so many um of what was I would be sleeping if I was on that aid. I can't do that anymore. I just think my liver just can't even process, like, the simplest stuff anymore. And I know if it's rum, it has to be clear for some reason. For some reason, it can't be like any of the rums that are brown, and I used to like that Captain Morgan with, like, Coke. No, I don't watch the news, so I didn't see it, and I definitely don't I try not to listen to him because he's just aggravating. Plus, he's a puppet for somebody else, you know? Somebody is speaking through him. So, yeah, I try not to. But no, I was trying to think of like, your challenge cue that you're doing. And of course, I've been overwhelmed for quite a while, but I don't know if I have, it's going to take me a long time to get through all this stuff that I have to go through. And organize it is just not it. It's I need to do what I was looking at. And two, the reason why I didn't start like any kind of challenge myself was the best way to attack it. And I was watching different things on Swedish death cleaning, but I don't have anybody to really ask like what they want other than Hannah because I don't give a crap about anybody else about what they want unless I want to, send it to them and figure out how to send it to them. Exactly. And that's what I think too. Exactly, Passamaquoddy. And that's how I got that feeling on the 6th too. That was a setup before it even happened. And then they were pulling something too about, that, they were telling people like, they had put something out that, you know, I don't want to use the word because I'll probably get looked at if I use the patriotic word. Were going to march or do something downtown somewhere. And it was like another false flag they think that they were trying to do. Oops, I said that instead. Great. Oh well. Hey, Tibor, good to see you. But yeah, I get that feeling that they're really trying to get any dissenters out in the open before they make, you know, any strides in that direction as far as changing anything. They're going to make sure they know who, if not through our phones, of course, they know a lot through our phones. But yeah, they want to see, I think, who's going to actually do something, not who's just going to be all talk. There's Oh, it's got things bumped onto it. Yeah, they always do that with bills. They try and sync bills. That's been a lot around for a long time, or they try to pass through, like, if you want something on that bill for your side, well, then this is what we're gonna tack on, and we get this for our side. It's ridiculous. Hey! Hey, Maureen, good to see you. I'll drop the link. I've got my thing on just subscriber mode. And I still have our friend open on my phone, so I'm giving him some watch time because he's always so good to hang out with us. There is the link for those of you who want to come up or can come up. You're more than welcome. Um, oh, French fry sounds really good, actually. French fries, like some hot, fresh French fries with some salt on them, sound absolutely so yummy right now. I'm not supposed to be eating that. I actually Okay, go ahead and eat your din din. I totally understand. Yeah, I ate, I tried to make it keto, uh, I was gonna say fettuccine. I tried to make it keto Alfredo and chicken and, broccoli, and I accidentally oversalted it too much because I used the canned Alfredo sauce because I saw somebody well, jarred. I saw somebody use the jarred as, like, a shortcut, but I had also, um pre-basted the chicken breasts so they would have flavor, and I pre-basted them in this semi-moist, chicken bouillon stuff that I have. It's not the kind that you buy at, like, your typical grocery store. I order it off of Amazon because it's MSG free. Oh, excuse me, I did a little burpee. That's the only other thing I had in it was a lot of garlic, so now you know how that is after you eat a lot of garlic sometimes it's like, "Burp." Oh, nice. Classy. Oh, let me see. Oh, french fry. Thank you. Cute. That's a good one. Cool. Awesome. Oh, I totally get it, her neck. Yeah, that was hard for me. Um, when mom was in this room, I kept waking up my husband when I was out there, so it was really hard. I get it. I know don't fries sound good? My question. I know, exactly. What are they gonna do? It does. There's something going down. I agree. It's something for some reason. I think some of it, coming out at the same time, it's like you always have to think of, "Okay, well, what's going on they're distracting from?" Hey, Moon. Welcome, welcome. Hey, my Alabama farm life. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you guys coming in. So, yeah, I was trying to think of, hey, for those of you who are really great at getting things done, like, are you like, what is that like? I used to be like that, and then, you know, I would say, the mom moved in and I took care of her and I became a caretaker and I got some things done. But then since she's passed, it's like I froze. It was like I'm frozen in time almost. I get things done here and there, but nothing like I used to. Ooh, I'll have to pop over for that. Nice. That's really nice, Kathleen. I'll sometimes turn on my Bible app when I've been sick and I'm anxious about, like, when I have respiratory stuff because I have asthma, and if I feel anxious that it's getting really bad, I'll put my Bible app on and just let, God's word just kinda speak over me, and it really does, it helps. Although, I was using that one that had, I'm trying to think of the actor. He's got, that really deep, beautiful resonance voice, and he was on a different app, but you had to pay for it. And I can see him too. Oh my goodness. He's an older black actor. Oh, he just has this gorgeous voice. Anyway, I put him on because it was like a trial, and I woke up to this male voice in the room because Theron wasn't in the room at that time, and it's just like I froze for a second, forgetting that I had, the Bible app trial on, and he's reading, and I was like, "What's that? Oh, oh, okay." Then once I came to, yes, the one who did Darth Vader. No, not Morgan Freeman. James Earl Jones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, it was James Earl Jones. Oh, love his voice. I love Morgan Freeman's voice too, but James Earl Jones, man, that voice reading the Bible is just something else. Yep. I don't know why. I would get part of it and then my brain would just be like, "No, you don't get that." Take it They would take it back to the corner again. All the little brain cells scurry away and take the answer back. That was me in school. It used to be so frustrating. I'd study just like all the other kids. "Hey, Karen Hill, good to see you, lady. Karen Hill's homestead. How are you guys doing up there? Like, how cold is it up in northern Florida when they were getting these cold snaps?" But yeah, that sounds really nice, Kathleen. Yeah, I know it's so hard to know who's being set up and who is actually, doing those dirty deeds, Q, because you have to remember that they're gonna also accuse the others who aren't doing it of doing it. So, like, some of them, it's obvious. Like, some of them that are absolute, like, God mockers, like, yeah, I can believe that you do those naughty things too. But, I don't know. Oh, you're Southwest. For some reason, I forgot you're on that side. I was thinking you were up in Panhandle. That's our DTG is up near there now. Really Alabama, lower Alabama, but Alabama Panhandle, it's kinda all one. They probably could just make it all one. Oh, hey, Storms. Thank you. It's good to see you guys. Um, so then Southwest hasn't been getting it. We haven't really been getting much, Karen. We've been getting, like, just a little bit cool, which feels fantastic. Yeah, we need all the prayer we can get. I believe we are too. But, God is gracious, and if we will turn away and turn around, it's like people get upset when you say the word repent, but all it does mean is turn around from what you're doing. Like, don't go that way. Go a different way, like the way God told you to go, and, you know, He'll have mercy. See? Yep. Panhandle belongs in the South. There you go. Homestead Aquarius just claimed it. Hey, Andrews, Northwest Coins. Good to see you, hon. But yeah, I think they want the US to that point. Um, and I just wonder who that is that wants us to that point. And therefore, we shall not go. We should not go easily into that pigeonhole. But yeah, they are pushing and pushing. My friends that are in my messenger and who I've been connected to know that this week these last 2 weeks, I've been near my tipping point with all the money that is just being suctioned off the middle class. I can imagine that it's getting very, very hard. If it's getting hard for the middle class, then how much harder is it getting for the single parent, the elderly on, and those on Social Security, not just the elderly, Social Security disabled. Negative 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, I think you like that though. You're like, that's your thing. Now, if you put me up there, like I said to GT, just even in his area, I would be South Florida slushy, not South Florida sunshine. But I think in your area, I would be South Florida solid frozen. Like I would just be, yeah, solid as in ice block. What? It's already taxed. How can they? What? That's crazy. Usually they give it back. My mom never could claim like, she never made enough to claim. Like, they would always send her away when she would go in to do her taxes. Oh, okay. Let me I am not on my YouTube or my StreamYard side, no, I've got the sound on, sorry. Good thing I have headphones on. Let me if you guys haven't hit the like, please hit the like for me. Hopefully What? Did I just see? Is there a Lark's Homesteadish in my channel tonight? What? Thank you, I appreciate it. I know you can't stay. Friday night's date night for you and a lot of people, I get it. We don't do date night because my husband goes to bed at 8:30. There you go. That's our life. We do dates at home. Oh, I so appreciate it, Larks. I was missing you. I know, I'm a booger. I'm such a baby. Thank you. We just miss you. But I know you're, like, loaded down too with all the stuff that you've gotta take care of and prepare for if you guys are gonna end up moving soon. Hey, Tien. Hey! Green Country Agroforestry. Thank you. Oh, cool. Let me know how that goes, Jason. I was just thinking I've got to actually fix some on ours, but ours are metal, so we just use that little cool tool. I don't know if yours is the metal, the little roly with the black trim thing. I'm using all the fancy words for it. You're really good at using Latin names for plants, and I can't even think of the pieces that go into my screen that I've used before to fix it. Yes, that is what I need to get into. And that's what I was gonna say. I was thinking about doing that death cleaning. In fact, where is Huga? I need her tonight because it's basically I think she knew about it last time when I mentioned it because I had seen it and I was like, "What is that?" I hit let me think. Wait a minute, what did I just say? The ground. Oh! Wow. Well, you have the permafrost too, like, even Canada has some of that, but yours must be even more solid and I don't know, like, I don't know, like, you live, like, so close to the Arctic, I don't know how much of it is soil and how much is it ice. I need to get into the throw it's deciding what is my problem because I'm so emotionally attached because a lot of it was mom's. And being a creative and being a former teacher, you always think and being raised by, you know, my parents, my dad was raised during the depression and a farmer, so you held on to everything because you made do with what you had. So therefore, you kept everything to make do when you needed to. Oh, nice. My great-grandmother had a sun porch, Jason, and my mother there's pictures I have, black and whites, of her in her high chair on that porch, and I love them because it's like the lighting is so neat, and it's just I wish I could have seen that house in person while, some of them were still around. But it was a little house that they put the sunroom on, they enclosed the porch so they could have a year-round room, and yeah, and my grandmother has her plants all around well, it was not my grandmother, my mom's grandmother, my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother also had a lemon tree that she would keep in her kitchen year-round. I guess she would take it out in spring while it was still small. Let me see where I'm at. Oh, great. Another one coming. What? It might knock out our power? Oh, maybe that's what they're distracting from. Just what you need is everybody going down to you know where, and power gets knocked out in those states, including That means too that security measures will go down possibly too. Yeah, I don't wanna be anywhere near that area with the, people who like to stuff cars full of powder and cross the border or go under the border. We have dumpster ride Wednesday. Oh, wow. You're really doing a lot. So are you reclaiming that area where the garage and carport are for garden? I'm sorry, that's a lot. You should join Q's thing for yeah, overwhelm and just show your progress and get on that hashtag for overwhelm. Canada might face it? What? Uh-oh. Oh, Marine, you might have outages coming your way. That's really exciting though, Jason. Oh no, what happened? What happened? Like one of those I watched this one bird and that's what the bird mom says and then the bird repeats it. What happened? Oh, got it. Okay. I just saw what the answer is. Okay. Cool. Very cool. See here, you might as well call it a steam house instead of a greenhouse. You can have a start house and have like, you know, spray going throughout it and do starts in it, but come spring, things start just steaming. Yeah, I don't think it's yet, Tian. I don't think it's happened yet. It's been an eyesore. Yeah, somebody came over and followed me from your channel, and they had done the same thing with a old, trailer, I believe, but I didn't get to finish watching that video. They were talking about it reclaiming the land that was underneath the trailer. I know did I say words? I bet I did. Oops. Yeah, if you have life in America's tip. Yeah, no, it'll tip pretty quick. Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, I don't really have hiking boots, but I do have my boots for gardening, but please don't say that and scare me because my kids, oh my gosh. Malachi knows how to somewhat swim, but he's not a strong swimmer. Yeah, well, you would. And Billy would think of that. Oh, the foam fumes. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Well, I'll tell you what I did, which isn't any much better. You know that Resolve carpet cleaner for like stains and stuff? I have some of it because we used to have this off-white uh it was prayer chair. It was my husband's prayer chair that now he's using my father's old uh leather recliner. Much easier to clean. Anyway, it was off-white. I got it on sale. Don't ask me what I was thinking. And I had to keep this stuff all the time for that upholstery on that chair. Well, um when Malachi did his little PP action that I have in that short, he I thought did it in this folding chair that we have for him that has a tray and stuff. So I sprayed all that down and it's like after not using that for a long time, so strong. And then I had to use it again tonight because I'm like still smelling pee. And he plays in my mom's old yellow leather chair that he removes the pad from, like the cushion, I mean. So was spraying it all down, like underneath the cushion where it's material and both sides, everything. Oh, it was just too much. Yeah, I inhaled that. Hey, Sean Mickham, good to see you. It does. That kind of stuff hits you right in the lungs. It's not good. Yeah, we pretty much are the tropics almost proper. And there is food about, but it is having to know where to look and having the problem is a lot of people are aware of where those are now, except for maybe like what's in my yard, you know. Between the science I learned as a child and the new flat earth. Oh, yeah, there's no worrying about it because it's going to be new one day. New heaven, new earth. It's going to recreate it all. Yep, it was me. Up, up in fumes on Friday news. Sounds like a new song. Duncan, good to see you, Brenda. Hey, Shawnee Shave. It does. That kind of stuff hits you right in the lungs. And that, like plastics or foam, oh, those are the worst. Yeah. Yep. Aware people do. Yeah. People who are preparing for what this is, they know. You're right. And like, I learned it from other people. So yeah, definitely. But, you know, they're not aware of what might get planted into them. They hop that fence and take anything out of my yard. Yeah, those invasive hogs, though, are out where the invasive pythons are and other wild things like rattlesnakes. I do not know what mullet is other than what, you know, is the hairstyle of Billy Ray Cyrus. I'll have to look that one up. I was actually looking up lists of all the tropical fruit trees that we could grow in the South. And I'm going to make a list and check off what I've got and what I might need to get, what I might want as seconds. Right now, I just need to get out um, in the backyard and either pot up that Barbados cherry, like repot it, or oh, the mullet, the fish. Oh my gosh, I'm such a ding dong. Ding dong is my dad's word. That's where I get that from. I'm not self-depreciating. I'm not like saying something really bad about myself. That was his word when I would do something really not great. I actually used to have that as a nickname from a little kid that fished in my fifth grade class. His name was Gary, and freckles all over his face. And then his best friend was like probably I don't know, all of maybe 80 pounds. He was so thin. His name was Chris, and those 2 used to go out and go fishing. And because my maiden name sounds similar to that, he would call me Mullet, and I don't know how I could forget that. I was thinking of a plant, that's why. Oh, well, no, you're talking to plant a plant because 'cause you're talking about it to grow. Oh, and fish. Okay, you're totally confusing me. Is there a plant also called mullet, or you're just talking about the fish that we have down here? What did I miss that Andrew said? Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad you had the air miles. That's wonderful, Andrew. I hope she's doing well. We really did pray for her that night. Yeah, you guys are lucky you're set with your land. We not so much. But um, if we neighbors stick together, that would be great, but I don't know. You just never know, even with your neighbors, who to trust. It's sad in this day and age. Yeah, they are in the bougie ones, but they're, mostly out west of me and in different areas and south. Where we are, I'm very east. I am not far, from the beach, so we don't get to see a lot of them. What we might see is gators more than we would see the hogs. Ooh, that sounds yummy. I love smoked fish dip. Right up my alley. See, Alabama farm life knows Florida cuisine, and I still wanna see if you can give me that, what was it? The pineapple mango jelly, or at least coach me a little bit if you can't give me your recipe. Isn't it an oily fish? I didn't know that. Yeah, I the one oily fish I do like, though, is mackerel. Mackerel's good fresh out of the ocean and just broiling it. I like it. Mm, well, the smaller ones have a less, chance of having metal toxicity anyway. Like, the whole thing with tuna, I thought it was even, the amounts that could be in the cans, tunas are huge. Those aren't like our small little yellowfins they're catching. Those are huge fish. So, anything smaller, like somebody was trying to say like, "Oh, sardines are just loaded with heavy metals." Well, uh, maybe from the can that they're in, but the smaller fish usually aren't known for having a lot of heavy metals, and heavy metal toxicity isn't usually a huge issue. So, but, yeah, so I was trying to figure out, like, if you guys are great at getting things done, what is your maybe secret to getting those things done? Like, do you make lists for yourself? Do you, uh, time yourself? Do you put it on a calendar and go, in these weeks I've gotta get and block it out and say, "I've gotta get this, this, and this done on," and block it out? Hmm. I'm not big on fish farms, though. I mean, it's great for, so we have food, but yeah. What's that? The cabin list. KABAN list. I don't know what that word is. Wait, you like them like raw frozen? Like sushi, but frozen sushi? Oops, hold up. Did I just see Grumpus? Hey, Grumpus on fire. Good to see you. Oh, have fun with your mom for her birthday. That's wonderful. Oh, yeah, those girls need it. Just remember that some of them aren't, they just really feel hopeless and don't feel like they have another place to turn. I mean, some are truly lost and they don't want to hear it, but others really, I don't think, you ask them if they ever saw themselves doing that when they got older. It wouldn't be on their list, that's for sure. I just cut up mangoes and pineapple, bring them to a boil and mash it. Oh, okay. When it gets to a consistency, I like it. Oh, okay. Oh, I love fruit spread more than jam. That's right up my alley, girl. Okay. Awesome. But I mean, is it like kind of equal amounts, half and half? Because pineapple's like, I mean, you can catch them on sale, but during mango season, I sure love mango. Yeah, right? Turn off the YouTube. Well, see, I'm the opposite. I clean with sound in the background. I clean well with it in the background, and, was actually talking to somebody who people were during, the CVID stuff, their accountability to each other was, I guess they would go on something like this, on a live, and they would all get their work done because they were used to getting their work done in an office. So they would have that kinda accountability, or the sounds of other people help them be more productive. Take a 10-year-old to the bus. Yeah. When I was working, I was a lot more motivated, for sure. I was a lot more, but I was also a lot younger. I was a lot younger, and you're younger than me too. What I wanna get done, then break it down into parts that I can accomplish. Yes, exactly. Yep, that's a good one, like your actionable steps. Mhm. I like that one. Yeah. But also, getting up early, TN, really did help. Let's see. First, make a list of 10 things to get done. Second, make a to-do, doing, and done chart. Oh, I like that too. Because then you get to see what you've accomplished. I like that. Oh, okay. I guess that's like people eating sushi too. Like, um, kinda, yeah. Karen, I'm talking about, I have this room is still filled with a lot of my mother's stuff, so there's emotional attachment too, but, before my mom's stuff even got here, and it's in the garage and it's in this room, I was a teacher. So, and I still am. I'm a homeschooling mom. But Malachi's needs are different, of course, than Hannah's. So any curriculum that I use in books, I can kind of narrow it down, but all of it is painful for me. I don't know how to express it. It's not painful once it's done. It's now that I don't know if it's this time in my life. I know some of it is, there's got to be some kind of acceptance, and yeah, that, oh my goodness. Yeah, there's gotta be some kinda acceptance of what's happened, and that, I think, is what stalled me in the beginning, but, yeah, gotta get a lot cleaned out and, yeah, decluttering. My house is clean, it's just not decluttered. Like, I will move things around, and I think it's, once you get just tired of moving it around. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'll check it out. You weren't that much younger. Oh! Oh, jelly. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've done, um, the other stuff. Tian, what's that stuff you turned me on to? Or we both started talking about it. Tagine? Am I saying it right? That stuff's pretty awesome on mango. But still, I like my mango sweet, and I like it a little too much because then I like what I was talking about this morning, all the sugar in it. Oh, thank you, Barry. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's just with the lack of estrogen, it, affects your thought process too, and your regeneration of brain cells. More little tiny steps give you more dopamine hits than checking out boxes if you have to. Yeah, actually, I used to clean the house for somebody, who did that for her dopamine hits, would do that. Would, like, write down every single thing she did that day. And one time I asked her, and she was saying, like, her psychologist said for her to do that because her husband at the time, the reason I was cleaning, they were elderly, but her husband had Parkinson's, and he had always been the one who, took care of her, and now he was the one. They both were, not in their best shape. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was talking about this morning. Like, it's really what you're gonna sow into your life, because if you just concentrate on what you're pulling out, you get kinda discouraged. Mhm. Yeah, and that's what I've been trying to focus on, and I know Q too, is like, what's our 2024 self, like, do we what do we want to see for that person in the future? Do we want them being like, "If you only did this," or, "Hey, thanks for getting that done. That's such a relief. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that anymore." Oh, she's on is she on a certain amount of folic acid? I read about what she has, and I'm so sorry, and I hope that, she has some, healing. So I do have the B complex that I take is pretty good because it's made for somebody like me who had their gallbladder out, and I notice the difference when I'm not taking it. But if I'm taking it regularly, I notice, like, it does help with the pain. Same thing with vitamin D, but you guys are eating a lot of fish and you're in the sun, the land of the sun. No, they're not all quacks. Never said they were. Yes, there are cold hardy avocados. Yep. Yeah, I can put the link up again. You betcha. And that's for Diva, but also I know most of you in the side chat. You're all welcome. Oh, thank you, Karen. Do I have you? I think I have you modded, don't I? That's weird. I go over to what just happened? The YouTube side. Hold up. That is so weird. Where are you? I'm looking for you, Karen, on my YouTube side. I don't know if this just scrolled by too fast, but I am not seeing you on the YouTube side. That is bizarre. Let me look for your little icon-y thingy. My eyes aren't right. There you are. No, I didn't. Hold on. Hold on, Diva. I'm getting you. I just want to make my friend a mod. She's a great mod. Her and Caroline. Caroline. Oh, what am I doing? Now let me get back to StreamYard. Yay! There she is. Hello,
I
hello.
decided to put my pajamas on, even though I'm going to have a shower later. But you're
Yeah.
on your jammies.
Mhm. These are my jammies that I could still go out to Publix in if I needed to. I have no shame.
Okay. These, I think, with the little tiny hearts, I think.
It might be okay for Valentine's. Why not?
No, they would still know they were jams.
Dang,
Yeah.
dang. I don't know.
So
I
no.
think mine's just like a leisure suit. What's
I
fun
do have
is go ahead.
some that are like that. I do
Yeah.
have some pajamas. And I had one that it was like I could wear this, and I was doing a gig um, away from home, and we had to get up early in the morning. And
Mhm.
my bass player, we shared a room, and he got up and got himself dressed and whatever, and he was gone. And then I'm getting a phone call, and it was like, Maureen, we need to go because we got to go catch our flight. So I don on my little faux fur coat and I flew home in my pajamas.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would totally do that. I've never tried this stinkweed tea. Have you done that? Is that like a only Alaska thing?
Hmm. I don't
Or
think
is
I
that
really know what stinkweed. I know
I
I think we have stinkweed here.
yeah, I don't know.
So
I don't know it. Oh, Andrew, I hope your daughter gets feeling better. It's going around. Yes, we're PJ moms.
that's right.
PJs are awesome. Pajama
Hi,
llamas. It
Lark.
says, Flirt. So sweet. Came to see me after I
Hmm.
was a big baby. Yeah,
Hmm.
I do that. I would fly in my pajamas too, only because I want to get them off as soon as possible when I get home and put them in the wash and take a shower.
Exactly.
Because you and I are probably around that same old line of ew when we get back. Like, ew,
Mm-hmm.
germs
Well,
everywhere.
I spray everything down with my thieves spray once I get into the plane.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
remember you saying that and going into their bathroom and spraying it. At least the
yeah,
people
yeah.
that come behind you are probably like, oh, it smells like Christmas in here.
That's right. This is a lovely smell. Someone baking cinnamon
Yes.
bread.
Oh, delicious. Like what they did was this. Did in Scotland
Hmm.
back during the last dug out the top of a hill, built their homes. Yeah. Oh, interconnected. Yeah, I imagine. I don't know if I'd want to dig out. I don't know. With some people these days, I'm not sure I'd want to be in connected homes with them.
Hmm.
I mean, we've seen the news. There's some scary scaries out there. But yeah, the just below the surface was that because the sun was so strong, Jason, I believe. Yeah, everybody loves seeing our marine. But yeah, I was trying to think like, okay, is it what did I say it's called? Not sweet. It's not Swedish death cleaning, is it? No. I forgot the nationality it comes from. But it's basically the idea is you're asking those in your family, like, are you going to want this if I go? Are these things that
Oh,
you are going to want
right.
when I go?
Oh,
And if you're like, if they're like, nah, then it will make it easier for you to part with and maybe give it to somebody who would enjoy it right now, even,
exactly. Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
You're also freeing the person up too
yeah.
behind you that is
And you
going
see,
to, like me, inherit all this stuff and not know what to toss, what to keep, what to set aside, what to
yeah,
maybe ask your brother for
yeah.
money so you can ship it out. Don't know that
So
person
do
who
you
might
feel
do
like
that.
that is one of the reasons um, that you feel stopped?
Yeah, definitely one of the reasons that I feel stopped because it's so many decisions. And but like Jason said,
Right.
if you do it like little baby steps, I could see. But also too, I already had my stuff that I needed that I was cleaning out a little bit before mom stuff ever got here. I already was their
Hmm.
daughter and I I wouldn't call myself a pack rat, but it had gotten to that point where we've been in this house 10 years. So yeah, accumulated plenty of stuff being married
Yeah,
20,
exactly. Yeah.
20 years of life together. You accumulate things, especially
Yes, you
children, as you
do.
know. Children multiply
Yes, I
stuff.
do.
For some reason, I don't know what it is about little bodies. Even when they get bigger, they just multiply stuff. Yes,
Hmm.
analysis paralysis. I totally have that. I get that. But I also get like, oh, well, if maybe I put all the like together, like the like with like, maybe that will help because then I'll see how much I have of that stuff. And maybe I could, I don't know, be like, hey, you don't need all this. How about we get it down to three quarters and then challenge myself to get it down to half, you
Hmm.
know? But
Hmm.
I don't know.
But it's hard, especially like it is called Swedish death cleaning.
That's it. Swedish death cleaning. Okay.
It is
I
it is
couldn't
because I
remember.
went, I've never heard of that. But yeah, so it's the Swedish. Learn more about the Swedish book that led to a new way of decluttering. You know, and But it's like dealing with the, especially I think with the death of your mom, like with a mom, it's
Yeah.
like these things are a part of her, and when you get rid of them, these are the last things of hers that you will have,
Yes.
and it's
Mm,
hard
it's
just to
very hard.
say, yeah, like, okay, yeah, I don't need that, or I don't need, because it's like once it's gone, and it just solidifies it.
Totally did. Yep. We're wearing off on her.
I
And we're
don't
just
know about
Southern because
that.
we're in the mid.
That
Yep.
that. How do you say
Yeah.
that? That.
I said some word that Homestead caught me on. Can't. Can't. I don't even know how I said it, but he goes, "Oh my goodness, you are going Southern." But yeah,
Mm,
there is that, and it's not necessarily in the forefront of your mind. It's like in the back of your mind that that's there. Like of it being her last things that she had, and if
mm,
I get rid of this, is it something that can I replace it? Well, I can't
mhm,
replace it being my mom's,
mm-mm,
so it's hard. It is. That has frozen me for a good year now. But this is also why it was like I wanted to do this while my mom was alive when she was living in PA, and I got blocked by certain siblings because they were thinking they were just going to take everything. So
mm,
now it's like, okay, uh, that didn't happen. And now this is what I was afraid would happen, that I'm
mm,
got to do it all by myself kind of thing.
mhm, mhm.
Like, oh, they yet,
That.
yeah, they yet.
That.
I
Oh,
can't even do that.
that. That. That.
I don't know about that.
Practicing my Trying to
Yeah,
practice my southern drawl, because I don't have one, because I'm up from Canada.
that's right.
This
Oh,
where I live up in the north, where it's cold,
it's
but not
closed.
as cold as Andrew's place.
There we
Mm-mm.
go.
Mm.
I was running our friend. He's so
Oh, is he
funny.
done? Yeah,
No, I think he just said it. Okay, he just said peace. He's so funny. He's like me. He's like, I'm gonna go in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half
mm-hmm.
hour, maybe an hour.
I didn't. Yeah.
I love
Well,
him.
when I first got on, I was in my room on my laptop, and so I've left you on in my bedroom, but and
I
then came
appreciate
here.
it. I
Yeah, I
appreciate it.
got those Mississippi roots. I
That's
do have those
right. You are
Mississippi
Southern.
roots.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you already
Got a
are.
little bit of it. Grew up with it. Got a father who got a low voice, and he always sounds like he's holding his breath when he talks.
Q, I'm purposely not just announcing it because I'm not. I will give him a shout out later for you guys to go watch him. But well, it was GT. I should just say it because I accidentally went in there. I thought
Here he
he was
is.
locked up. Hey, GT. I thought he was locked up, but it was just something to do with my phone. And I was talking to Marine like, yeah, I am going live. Like I always go live at 11:30 on Fridays.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was done. Like I thought it locked up and he was gone. And here we are all chatting to each other. And I'm talking about my live. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's not gone. It's your stupid phone, Carol. I was like, great. And then I had to apologize to him. But I hopefully you figured that thing out, GT. The banner. Because it's
Mm.
right there.
Yeah.
It says banners, and then you just go to create banner and you like uh let's see. Let me see if I can do it. I haven't done it in so long. But if
I
you
think
run the same banner, I don't know if it was Marine who told me they counted as reusing content or
it can.
something.
It can. I think from Charles from Bushcraft. I think he said that sometimes with the banner it can be a negative for us. But no, GT did get his banner. He got the banner off, and he did just say, "I did."
Oh, he got it. Good. Okay. Because I was going to put up one, but let me see. There we go.
Woo woo
Woo,
woo
woo.
woo.
So you guys can go and watch his live after he was live for a bit, checking out his new phone if it did well
He
with
was live by
lives.
accident.
Yeah,
The
that's
best
what he's like. I'm live by accident. I
permaculture,
know.
or how do you say it? Orchardist is in Quebec, Canada. Canada can join our confederation anytime. Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
You don't want them Quebecers, no.
Oh, is that Steve Steve Solomon? Is he in
Agroforestry.
Quebec? Who was he mentioning? The orchardist?
No, I don't
Who is
know.
that? Who are you talking about, Green Country? I could think I can picture him in my head. I don't I think Steve Solomon's the one that gave Stefan Sub yeah. Yeah, I cannot pronounce that man's last name. Sub
Sub subcoac.
yeah,
Sub
Sobkoak.
subcoac. I'm missing
Sobkoak.
what are you talking about, Garden
Yeah,
Warrior? I'm missing that.
I
This
don't
one
understand that.
to me a few times. I thought about you and Maureen were done in the past month.
Oh,
Hmm.
where we maybe locked up and she thought we were done. Yeah, I don't know why I did
Oh,
that. When I when I went in, it was locked up. It was really weird.
hey,
Hey,
Mike.
Mike. Okay, yeah, you know what? And that's who I was thinking of, but I said the other guy's name. I know who
Subcoac.
I can picture him. I think he's the one who had the story of the couple that they were getting aphids on one of their fruit trees, and it was just one, and it kept getting aphids. And he was trying to figure it out, and he's like, "Well, usually that's an overabundance of nitrogen." Oh, is that mom already?
Yeah, let me just mute me.
Okay. And it's usually an overabundance of nitrogen. And they finally figured out that that was where the man would go and take his morning wee wee. He would when he was in the garden, he would go out and pee somewhere right near this tree, and the tree was actually getting nitrogen from that, and yeah, growing too fast, and then the aphids were attacking the new growth. So
Mm.
yeah, it was a funny story. I was like, wow, I never knew that could happen. Let's see. Canada gave us Ryan Reynolds and Jordan Peterson too. Oh my gosh, don't even. You're too funny. Hopefully we have more talents. But yeah, there's a lot of caveat. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Subcoac. Subcoac.
Yeah, I'm
Sub.
still gonna forget that, Karen. I'm not good at that. Sub cow yak. Maybe if I see like a cow in a sub and it's yakking, maybe I can remember it, but that's sub cow yak. Uh, yeah,
Exactly.
that's right. Good thing we don't. But
But I
although it
have,
is, you can use it,
yeah,
part of it.
I have gone to that stage in my gardening. You know, it's like if I'm out in the back, it's like I am not coming in, and because it's like I always go into my own ensuite, so like it's a really long trip to get there, and so
Yeah.
I just go on, not on my veggies or anything like that. We'll
Yeah.
just go on where there's shrubbery and stuff, and
Mm,
you know.
feeds it. All the
Hmm.
other animals are doing it. So,
Nobody can
uh,
see. Nobody
yeah.
can see around my
I
in my
mean,
area. Well, I hope
like
not.
like what? Like sometimes that happens with those people who are out there doing your lawn, like or yeah, they're not all going to the 7-Eleven.
No.
They will hide in a corner and just so might as well be your own pee. Well, now we. Oh gosh, yeah, no, that's mm, yeah. There was this one guy who was talking about entertainers who mock God and then they get like a little backlash immediately, and one of them was Gaga, and she
Uh,
was doing like a song about basically worshiping Judas or something, like it was like Judas worship. And the guy came out to help with part of the costuming and bopped her right on the head.
serves you right.
Yep, like boom. He's like, "Yep," immediately. And he showed it too with a comedian who was doing that, and she just passed out on stage all of a sudden. Like,
Wow.
yeah. What is it on top of all of it?
Canada
No.
means anything from North America continent.
Ah,
Ha!
yeah.
Now,
But no, we don't want sparkle socks.
no, and I
He's
didn't
just a tad worse than what we have. We don't need to go worse from
a,
what we have.
a tad worse.
Mm, well, he can form sentences.
that's
Make,
that's true.
you
Well, I
know.
think he has someone talking in his ear telling him what to say. Oh, actually, there was a thing where he was um, talking about, saying, we need to wear the diapers on our faces because of speaking moistly to one another. And that became a real big thing. Everybody's speaking moistly. We don't want you
That's
speaking
so
moistly, so
disgusting.
put on your face diaper, please, because you're
That's
speaking
so
moistly.
gross.
And then
Moistly.
another thing that he's not really good when he's just flying by the seat of his pants, because
Here's the
I
link
think he was
to
like
my side chat.
talking about um it was something to do with juice boxes, meaning that they were paper or whatever. So the best one was
Mm.
that, and she just fell out. Oh, I don't know
The
who.
comedian, she saw that video too, where he
Oh
was
yeah,
talking about the different ones and how he
yeah.
might be more.
It does. Larks, I agree with you. When I was first reading it, the candidiasis.
It does. That's what I was thinking. Either that or a really bad yeast infection.
uh,
Yes.
uh, oh yes,
Yes, we know.
yes, yeah,
Mhm. The son of.
yeah. You can type that all you want, and we just say sparkle socks and.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I don't say, yeah, we just say sparkle socks.
Mr. Poopy Pants.
Or yeah, and we have Mr. Poopy Pants.
Exactly,
Yep.
exactly. When you
Yeah, he
watch him,
does.
it's like, I gotta leave now. It's like you just
Welcome,
started.
welcome, GT.
Hey,
Good to see you.
G.
Hey there, how y'all doing?
Good to see you. We're doing good. It's
We're doing
Fri-Yay.
okay. Yeah.
Do you get weekends off at all, GT? You were talking about doing all your hours. No. Oh
I
man.
work 7 days a week.
Wow. Oh bless you,
Wow.
man. That's a lot. That's a
Yeah.
lot. I kept you running on my phone so you get your time.
Oh, appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Look out for
Yeah.
each other.
Right. You're right.
Hey,
Because
what?
I wasn't going live at first.
No,
I
no.
was trying to. I was trying to just do the banner so I can have
Oh,
the
I forgot I
banner
still
on
had it on.
there. I was trying to do the banner, and the next thing I know, somebody said "Hey" to me, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, can they see me?" And that's where it was like, "Oh man, they already here, so I gotta say something." So that's where it was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna be on here for 10 minutes, y'all." And it was like, "Okay,
You're
I'm
like
close to
me.
30 now, so I gotta go, y'all." And yeah,
That's so me. I'm so that way too. I'm like, I can only be on here for like, an hour. 2 hours later.
All right, we'll
yeah.
see you soon, Bob.
Bob, you're
All
leaving?
right.
Oh, you're
Yeah, you
going to snuggle. Yeah, get your snuggles
got some
in.
snuggle time.
Both deserve the snuggle time. Yeah, I know it's Candida. It just sounded like it was a really bad
When
one.
you're
Adding,
first reading it, it's like
yeah,
no, and
no
like
relation, I'm sure.
and with Canada, I just sent it to our private group. It was like we can't decide. We're almost a 50-50 split on whether we're using imperial or metric. And it's like we do both. And it's just
That
absolutely
was
stupid.
hilarious. Yeah, when
Mhm.
you sent that to me, that was a
Yeah.
great. What was that? A a reel? I think it was a Facebook reel.
It was a Facebook reel. Oh well, no, it was a bit longer than a reel, I
It was,
think. And it's a couple,
yeah,
the
they were
that I just
hilarious.
came across it, but it was like, yeah, so we measure our kilometers, but when I go to turn on my heat, I keep my house at 70 degrees. I'm not using, you know, and
Yeah.
then when we drive, yeah, so we drive when but when we measure something, it will be in feet, you
Okay.
know,
I don't know. I think GT's okay. Do you need your hours run? I was just saying that I was playing him because he's always like he's part of my panel a lot. So it's just we
Are
watch
you
out for each
have you
other.
gotten partnership, GT?
No.
No,
I,
but
I will
you've
never
got the
ask anybody to run my channel. I won't. If
um
I want you to organically
Yeah,
like
me
me.
too.
So
Yeah.
come if you can, watch a video, you like it, find something else. No, I don't no.
No.
I'm a
I'm happy when people will run mine once in a while just to
Yeah.
give it that little boost.
I
Run a
feel
playlist.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
they're
yeah.
taking it away pretty quick, so it does help. Like today, I thanked Wendy for like she made sure that all her channels that she has were subscribed to me because they took I think it was 9 total away from me since I
Wow.
started doing lives. And it's just because 'cause they're looking closer at my channel. There's no way that I don't think those were bots. But like you said, they could be people that just aren't even on anymore. Um, but still, leave them alone. I
Mhm.
I earn those people. Leave them alone. You do.
Mhm.
And if they're trolls, my people will take care of them. That's what I have wrenches for. They should be little hammers. I don't know why they're wrenches. On a Bob's lotion. Oh, yeah, no, I think that's a different kind of lotion.
Mhm.
Yeah, GT's always sorting seeds, Karen. He's always making us jealous
Look, I
with
I
the
even
seeds.
got sugar apple seeds. Like what?
No way. I was just looking at those. Shut up.
What's the
Custard
sugar?
apple, custard
Which one
apple
is
sugar.
it?
I don't know.
I've never seen that color one before. Is it yellow? That's crazy.
No, it just faded. I had
Oh,
I
okay.
done had these I done had these seeds for so long.
Plant
Like
that.
when I first started purchasing seeds,
That's a tree.
I didn't have as much knowledge as I have now. Like I
Oh, yeah.
bought black seeds that was I mean seeds that were supposed to give me black roses and purple
Oh,
roses
yeah.
and blue roses
Yeah.
because I didn't know any better. I just
Yeah.
was looking on the internet. I was like, "Ooh, that's cool. I
Oh,
got the money for it." And
that's a
it's like,
real
"Oh
thing, though.
man.
We grow sugar apples here. That's a real thing.
Oh,
We're
but
supposed
they
to.
might not even be
Might as well
viable
try it.
anymore."
Because who's going to have sugar apple trees up in Alaska but you
You
to sell?
heard?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I just could soak it and see. Might as well try it.
Yeah, I got it, so I gotta try it. I can't
Mm-hmm.
throw away. I mean, my mama even sent me her. My mama, this was so cool. I was on the phone with my mama, and she was like, "Now, baby, I had the sweetest cantaloupe I've had in my life.
Good night,
Now, what
Lord.
do I do with these seeds?" I told her what to do. She
Aw.
sent them to me. I was like, "Thank you,
Aw.
mama."
Sweet.
She sent them in the mail to me. I was like, "Thank you."
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
That is very cool when they start like saving their seeds for you.
Mhm.
Hmm.
That I
I've
like
got I've got 4-year-old Roma tomatoes. That's I originally got them from my mom 4 years ago, and so I
Mm.
keep.
that.
So it'll be, that's what I'll give to my kids as well. So
I
yeah,
love
there
that.
was other note that
Very miss.
Warrior put down. Said, yeah, right now he looks like. Oh no, not that one. It was like saying to Karen Hill's Homestead, yes, he's an addict and he needs a 12-step intervention. And we've been trying to help.
Yes,
You,
we have been.
you, it's
Sorry, I
you,
missed that one.
it's you. And no, not him, not him, just you. Yep, yep.
You could
Man,
probably cut down on those work hours if you could get that seed addiction under control, you know? You
you
know.
said it. You said it.
It's just like any
It's
other drug. It's just
yeah. I needed to hit. I'm
yeah.
telling you, I got paid yesterday and I was on Baker Creek that same night. Yeah, I'm an
Okay,
addict.
well, I am no better because there is this app called We that you can order like different fruits from. And don't you know they have like a pound of lychee, like Australian lychee on there that you can order right now? And I was looking at it like I'm going to get it. And no, I have to wait for lychee season. We grow lychees in Florida. I can wait, but I missed them last season. So I really want to order them. This
You want to
app,
order a pound of lychee seeds?
yeah,
though?
you can order a pound, which really won't be a lot.
It won't.
No, it won't be a lot. Here, I'll show. Let me see if I can get to it, and I'll show
Oh,
you what a
oh
pound
yeah.
looks like.
Warrior says. GT Warriors also says your mom is an enabler.
Oh, they also have. I was wondering if these the golden berries. Let me see if I can blow it up bigger. What's that look like? Now, are
Look
those
like ground cherries.
right? That's what they look like
Yeah.
to
And they look
me.
like. What's the one that they also look like?
The golden, the gooseberries that look a little
Gooseberries.
bit
Yeah.
like that.
Gooseberry, cake berries. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look like that type of stuff.
$6.95 for a 85-gram container. See, that's like what they were talking about in that reel about measuring
Yes.
in grams.
Grams. Yes.
Then we
We measure in
switched
grams.
pounds to grams to
Oh yeah, the
to
other seed addict is my Alabama Farm Life. She just said, "I don't have any bok choy seeds, and I may have to order some."
Oh, I think I have some.
She
I have
said bok choy.
She doesn't have any bok choy right now, and she's another one. Like you two could just sit there, go need it, got it, need it, got it
that's
for like
yeah, I
days.
need to do that too with just what I've got.
I
Oh,
got
there's
3
your
different kinds right here.
bok
Okay.
choy.
So, all right, they opened one. This is a pound of lychee right there.
Oh, it's because they're big.
Well,
It's got a
they're like
nice
this
seed.
big, and they do have a nice seed in them. They're usually though down here, I guess maybe because of our soil, they're grafts. They're a grafted tree. But it just went on sale for $12.99 a pound. I didn't
Just
even look
now.
at how much it would be if I got that in shipping. But the magazines I figured out because I did see them, they were sold out September. September is when they have them on the site. So I will
Mm.
let you know if I see them become available. Got to save our money because those are not cheap. Buddha's hand, the thing that I got at the grocery store on here, just one of them is $10, $9.99. But
Wow.
these are being shipped directly to you. So, and this is less expensive than some other tropical fruit growers because they want you to buy like a whole box that's about $100 in one shot. They
Right.
have the muskmelon, but it's $169 for a muskmelon.
What kind of muskmelon is it? Goodness
It's a
gracious.
Japanese muskmelon. I guess it's the ones that they rub them down just like their beef. I don't know.
Can I see the picture of it?
Yeah,
I'm
there's the
not
picture.
paying. No, I got seeds for that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go. That's when you don't pay those prices. It looks
What?
just like it looks like a cantaloupe to me.
It
Or
looks just like a camel. I have that.
Mhm.
there you go.
What?
Yep, muskmelons are
Hey, my
169 or
Renaissance grandma.
130. Hey, my Renaissance grandma, good to see you. Yeah, they have that. This
Hey
is
there.
the apple I was thinking about when you said you had seeds for the other apple. I was thinking this one. This is a star apple. I want to try
Oh
mine.
wow, that's
I want to try
beautiful.
one before I
Yeah.
grow it.
And again, Carol Warrior said, "Did you see how big GT's eyes got when you showed him the seeds?" And Alabama Farm Life, she's jealous about your bok choy.
Oh, well, if I have any extra, I would send you some bok
Mhm.
choy.
And
I
agroforestry
got to
bok
get my
choy.
first one has to go out to Marine though. I have those set.
Yes, I have big
Did she
portion.
get her?
No,
I didn't yet because I want to put
you
more in the
not.
package. It just seems lonely. There's like that,
No,
chives, lavender, and my seeds from my tree, and it just seems lonely. It needs some else.
no, because we don't need it to get stopped.
No, I know. I need to get a card in there, like it's for your birthday. Oh, that's
Birthday.
just big glitter
Okay.
pieces in there.
That's what I do.
Those are just big.
So you never did get the moringa?
No,
No,
it's
not
sitting
yet.
here in the package because it looks lonely, and I should put
It's
more in
not.
there.
It's not.
Okay, then I
This
will.
is gonna be my next one right here. Who
Last,
you said is a seed addict?
my
Alabama son?
Kathleen, my Alabama Farm Life.
Look at that. My Alabama farm life.
Blackberry jam. Oh, shut! How do you have plants that I can grow here? Have you ever
I'm
tried?
a connoisseur.
Have you ever
I'm
tried?
telling you, I be scratching. I be scratching because I be needing it.
They're like little small things.
Connoisseur.
Have any of my former Florida peeps had that fruit
Hmm?
yet? The black. I'm wondering if anybody in the side chat who has had tropicals has had that yet. The black. I've seen it. They sell them here, and
What?
it does look like blackberry jam inside of it. There's a really cool plant. Anyway,
Mhm.
here is when mangosteens go on sale. It's around September. Is from what the comments were, all in September. But there you go. Is the price to have them
There you
shipped to
go.
you?
Oh
34.
my
So
goodness.
$35 for only a pound to 2 pounds. Now I see why, or a pound and a half to 2 pounds. Now I see why the Asian markets don't keep them, because they can go bad fast too. So they're like, no, that's too much money
I just
to
want the seed.
risk. I know. And I did find out that I think each section does have a seed. Just sometimes certain sections have a larger seed than others. I'm not a seed
Mhm.
addict. Mike, I've seen your collection.
Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. No, my buddy didn't.
You
That's
could you could
indoor crew.
Yeah, you could start your own company from everything that you would plant out of those seeds with what would come off those plants. You could have your own seed company, sir.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, yes.
I agree.
He's,
I
yep,
agree. Green country. That's.
he just has so many. Hmm.
That's my currency.
It
That's
is a
all the hours. That's all the hours of work that I've put in at the job. I could put it into here.
Mhm.
Grow me some food.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what I think is in the minds of most people who grow. They want a rare plant for their area and then do starts for it or do small trees and make a little
Mhm.
side money. But then the
Mhm.
problem with that is then everybody got it around you and you got to look for that next one
Mhm.
nobody has.
Well, if you're doing starts, people, they'll buy them, and the starts might die, like especially if they're not into
True.
gardening, and then they have to come back and buy more.
That's true. That's a good way to look at it. That's my girl. She's always so positive. She always got a positive spin on it. So smart. Some fruits just have to, yeah. Yeah. Yep. You do. I was looking at different stuff that I hadn't seen before. These tiny little berries. I don't remember what they're called, but they're from the Philippines and they supposedly can grow down here.
Mike says, I'm an aficionado. So he's not a seed hoarder
I I
or
don't know
seed
him
addict.
personally, but I need his email. If you have his email, he took it off. I didn't see it on his about page anymore. I need to email him. You're an Oh, okay, aficionado.
Mhm. That's
There's a
that's the way.
difference.
That's the
Yeah,
classy way of looking at it. That you're not a
yeah.
seed hoarder or a
Not a
seed
hoarder.
addict.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
not a seed addict or a hoarder. I'm an aficionado.
Ooh. Oh. Kathleen said I brought pulmery, or I'm saying it wrong, and blue
It's okay.
ginger seeds from Maui, but they died.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
wait a
have a
minute.
I have the plumeria in my back. It's frangipani too, or frangipani. Everybody says it
Where's
different.
my bag at?
I have a hot pink, but yeah, they've got some beautiful ones. That's what they make lays out of. The plumera
So
plant.
y'all
Everything.
know I carry this bag with me all the time, right?
Hmm.
I forgot that
I have the shampoo ginger that I still got to put in the yard. I keep moistening it though, so it
oh
stays.
man, from Hawaii.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh
It's a
wow.
ginger.
Yeah, and it's the
And
rhizome.
yeah, and then I got this from Hawaii too.
Oh,
Guava.
oh, the guava, the pink guava. Down here, those are invasive. If you put them in your backyard, they can just go for miles because of the birds.
Oh wow. My
Mine
one of
didn't.
my one of my
Mine died.
clients brought this to me.
That's so
They
sweet.
went to
Mm,
Hawaii and they came. He was like, "Guess what, GT? Like,
Okay.
what? It's like, I got you some. I was like, you got me some. I was like,
Aw.
you know what I like. He's like, I know that. I was like, what, did? And he showed me. I was like, what? That was the first time I've ever hugged him. I don't hug these. I don't hug
Oh,
folks. But that was
yeah.
the first time he was like, thank you, man. I was like, no, thank you, man. So that was pretty cool there, you know.
This is so funny. Watch this. Look at what Gardening Warrior said. So your seeds are like a fine Cuban cigar or a well-aged bourbon to Mike. Mike's like, Warrior, if I was rich, I'd have a humidor. So then, like, the wine cooler, I can just imagine you have a wine cool, like those little fridges, and somebody comes over, and instead of wine, you've got all your seeds packed into. Oh, want to have a glass of wine? Oh, no, I don't have no wine in there. What you got in there? It's a wine fridge. Seeds.
Mm-mm.
I got my
Seeds.
seeds. You
Hmm.
got
Well,
the
it's like
shampoo, Ginger?
the
Cool.
the thing that people are saying. They're sometimes shorts, and they go, for Valentine's, women are going, don't buy me chocolates, don't buy me,
Mm-hmm.
flowers. You can get me a dozen chickens or buy me land.
Right?
That's the gift. That's a gift that just woo. Mama's gonna
Yeah.
be happy.
Oh, I would love to have land that I can have chickens on. That would be make me happy.
Hmm.
But like, and the house is on that land too, not apart from my house somewhere. BFE. But yeah, this is what I usually ask for. Don't get me roses, get me an orchid. And then that'll have a new, make it rebloom and I'll get quite a few bouquets out of it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I ask for fruit trees too, but he usually just goes for the orchid. Yeah, definitely. I'm dangerous at a plant show. And then they
One of the
don't seem.
reasons,
Go
sorry,
ahead. No, you go.
one of the reasons why is because what I evaluate differently when I go to the plant, when I go to the nurseries, when they have actual um,
That's a t-shirt, Mike. You should make that your
Mike,
t-shirt. Seed sniffer.
do it,
Do it. That's great.
I when I go to the nurseries,
Mhm.
they have their own little small trees, and so when I look at them now, I look at how can I do a air layer on them. I don't look with the same eye anymore. I look and I see the potential spots that I can air layer off of it. I bought the cloning device, the cloning ball things.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
bought those already. So all I got to do is just $100, buy the orange tree, strip it down, do it. I know the
Yeah.
science of it or whatever. Do it, and then I got 2 trees for $100. And then when that
Yep.
one grows, then I can multiply it. So
Yep.
I look with a different eye now because
Yeah.
yeah, that plant show would be in trouble for me. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep. I was kind of sad I did that by accident. I left my cash at home, only had my card, and then that honey guy ended up taking all my cash off my card because I didn't know that honey was going to be so darn expensive. But it was mixed in with the bee pollen. It was like a special stuff that's supposed to raise your vibrations. I didn't realize it said that on it. I was just using it for immunity for allergies. And I got married. Yeah. Yeah, we have a plant sale that's biannual here. I missed sadly the second one,
Ooh.
but the first one got rained out. That was the one where the tornado touched down just west of it. You got King of
I don't know what
Bitters.
that is.
No, me
Look
either.
it up, Maureen. It's
And
off Baker Creek.
Taloy Jean. Where's it from? What's it say on the back? Fa Taloy or something. No, on the back of the seed pack, what country does it say? Okay, microscopic reading. I can't see that.
Um,
I could make you big. Let me see. Wait a minute.
hails from Southeast Asia.
Okay. They always
You
do that.
see it, Maureen?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
The pod.
Look at the bottom of the description of it. That's why I bought it.
Shawnee was ordering seeds while she was listening. This is bad. This is bad. But then again, that's enjoying the fruits of your labors, like totally enjoying the fruits, because it's then going to maybe produce the fruit. for you.
Mhm.
So yeah, I like that kind of enjoying the fruits of your labor.
Okay, so it's in Ayurveda.
Oh yeah, the seeds didn't come up. I've never seen ginger grown from as like a seed. I always see it the rhizome. If I'm
Yeah,
using the right terminology, I think I am. It's a rhizome.
yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so it's
supposed to
good
do.
for the common cold.
Yeah. Oh, what you got is good for the common cold. Doesn't look? Is it a green? What is
It's
it?
more than a common cold. It's for
Yeah, I'm gonna
that icky ick too.
Oh, it's for the oh, where we wore
Yeah,
face diapers for?
yeah.
uh-huh.
King of bitters. Yes,
Yes.
So it's a green though.
Yeah. Yeah,
Bitter
it's a
this is
green.
bitter. Yes.
the site that I'm looking at is not it's not
Bitter
super
is
promoting it.
it Baker Creek site or is it the
No, it was just a general.
okay.
I was just looking at it.
The pod balls work well. I managed just as well with a 15-gallon black trash bag. Awesome. Oh, yeah, it is like printing money. Well, we saw Lead do it with just like a gallon plastic bag, some soil, and aluminum foil. That's how he used to do with Lillian when he was making lemon trees to sell. It was like I think it was just like a gallon bag and aluminum foil to make it stay on and some tape maybe too. I think he did tape the end, like both ends, so it would stay in place.
He
He
also
did it.
used a water bottle as well and called
Ooh,
it the hot dog procedure or whatever.
I
In
haven't seen that
Alaska,
one.
it's different for us because I tried it. I watched this video so many times. I'm talking about even as I was doing it, I was watching it,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't take root. First year
Mm-hmm.
or the second year. And I think it has to do with the humidity. I mean, not humidity, but the heat. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't generate enough heat. We didn't even hit 80 degrees those years. So
Mm-hmm.
it just didn't monopolize. So I didn't get the tree. I really wanted it, but I think that it has to have some heat to actually
I
perform.
wonder if that's why Lead uses the aluminum foil around it.
I
Help heat
used
it up.
aluminum foil. I
You
used the
did.
black trash bag, but
Wow.
I think I needed to do something different to generate more heat because that's the only element I can fathom that didn't, you know, the reason why it didn't come to fruition.
Yeah, probably. You're right. You're probably
I
right.
don't know.
Okay. So yeah, I did go to Baker's Creek just to read about this king of bitters. And so it's a fascinating herb. Where was some of that here? Because it does, you're right, it does. So it's one steeped in a tea to treat a range of maladies from viruses, diabetes, flatulence. It is now mostly taken in capsule form um,
Oh, cool.
because it is extremely bitter and it tastes repulsive. But it's a fascinating herb from Southeast Asia, a super heat and sun loving but cold sensitive plant.
Oh,
Interestingly, this plant is so highly revered in
hey,
Thailand
Radio
that
Jonesy.
Thai government approved a pilot study for the use of this to treat early symptoms that reduce the severity of
The stuff.
The
yeah
stuff.
the
You
stuff.
That's cool.
did you say
It
repulsive?
it tastes repulsive. I'm
That's
Oh
here.
my
why they
goodness.
powder. That's why they put it in capsules. So you
Powder
can
it and
do
use it
that
in capsules.
once you
Yeah,
grow it. You can. I've done that with chaya because I've
With
dried it
what?
out.
with
Chaya.
chai.
It's a
Chaya.
Aztec like Mexican spinach tree, but you have to
Oh.
boil it because it has I think it's cyanide. Jason, do you remember which one it is? I think it's cyanide,
Mm.
and that has to boil out of it. But then what I did was after I boiled it, which of course I probably made a video and lost it in my phone somewhere. I boiled it, then I dehydrated it just in my oven on the lowest temperature, and then I powdered it, put it in the blender, powdered it, and I use it like a seasoning. Like my husband doesn't know he's getting moringa or chaya. It just looks like parsley when I'm cooking, just over top. But then you could still put them in capsules. Make electric socks. Oh, funny. Wait a minute. That's actually a neat idea. You could insert a heating element into your air layer. Jason's saying they make electric socks possible that use batteries. Huh.
They sell moringa here. First
What?
place, first time. First place, first time. That the Asian store that I went to last time.
Oh, have you tasted it yet?
No, I just bought it like a couple
Oh,
of hours ago.
give us a little tasting.
I asked the people that was there, um, how they
Prepare it.
It's like what would you describe it as?
oh gee.
Yeah. This is true. Everybody brags about this moringa how great
Ooh.
it is, but yeah,
Okay,
raw.
like let us know what's going on. What's happening?
Mm. You can't eat this by itself. I mean, you can, but
Now you see why I dehydrate it and put it into make it a seasoning, basically.
it's still there
Okay.
too. I can't chew it no more. My brain says stop.
I'm sorry I did that to you.
No, that was cool. I did
But
it for
now
the tube. I did it for the YouTube.
your other
Mhm.
stuff. Yep, the other stuff you bought cures the toots. It could cure your
Mhm.
toots. All wives would
Mhm.
be very happy, and maybe some husbands too. Get the bitters for your loved one. Cure the
Yeah,
toots.
bitters are good for the body. We don't eat enough bitter. Oh,
Yeah. I think it's Dr.
Whoa, that
Gundry
made
who
me
says
feel
that bitter
weird.
is better.
look,
What's going on there, Marie?
look at
You okay?
how gray I'm going.
What
Just
is that?
here.
Is that real?
No, it's paint.
I was gonna say
Oh.
that seems an odd place to go gray.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't look right.
I've done that
Just
before.
at the ends of my hair.
I
Oh,
have
I'm
done
not
Yeah, you can make
I'm
moringa
not
tea,
subscribed to you,
but
Green Country Agroforestry.
that's
Mm.
Jason. He's
So I
a
will
brainiac.
subscribe and go and listen. Oops, pause that and go and see what you've got going on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can make it into tea, but ask GT if you'd like to have some tea out of what he just ate raw from the raw leaves.
Oh no.
You can hide
Oh
it in
no.
soups. You can hide it in soups.
That's what they said.
Yeah, if it's fresh like that, you hide it in soups. But what you really can do is dehydrate it in your oven and make it into a powder. And you can take it like capsules too, if you can order capsules. And it's supposed to help with a lot of stuff. I just haven't put it in capsules. I need to try doing that. I got to
You can
get
still
one, but
taste it.
yeah, it's gonna have to
Go
brush
get
your
a
teeth.
drink of water or something.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Or some bread or something to get that out of your teeth. You make the tea from the raw leaves? God bless you. Do you put some honey in it though, my Renaissance grandma? Or do you put it with something else?
I want to make tea out
Oh,
of
she
it.
does the dehydrate. Okay, yeah, if you dehydrate it, it takes a little of that horseradishy grassness out of it, that combo.
Is it
I
spicy?
like it's strong, it's spicy, it's a flavor that I've never tasted in my life
Mhm.
to where my brain says stop chewing. So
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe what it is. I just stopped like, whoa, you know.
Mhm.
And then I felt like a little weird or something. I don't know. This may be a little too strong right here.
Mhm.
And
Well,
you know what
I
they
like
did?
What?
They took branches and they just bent it and put it in the package.
Yep.
Where's this place that they getting it from?
They probably grow it right inside their house. Didn't you say you got one of your starts to grow?
Yeah, but these are branches in here too.
Don't eat the bark, or at least don't let your wife eat the bark of it because it can cause cramping. the bark
Hmm.
part. Like the
My wife don't
form.
eat greens.
Okay.
my,
Well, then you're safe.
my
But I
wife don't
mean,
eat fruits or vegetables.
oh
She
my
go to
god,
Taco Bell. She said, "Hold the lettuce." I said,
I
"What,
don't
girl?
adore.
Oh my goodness, this is terrible, girl."
Will she
I was
do a
like, "Girl,
smoothie? Will she do a smoothie?
that girl ain't."
Can't sneak a
Nah,
smoothie into her either. Uh-oh.
she is not about that life. I'm telling you,
So,
my wife. And I dated her because she didn't like certain types of food, but
mhm.
now it's a problem because it's like, baby, you got to eat this stuff. You need more fruits and vegetables in your life. But she likes Oreos and
Oh, I do
yeah,
have some
she
Oreos I have not torn into. Some, but they're gluten free, so they must be healthy.
no.
I bought 'em I bought 'em for the holidays because I was gonna make, like, a cheesecake with that as the bottom. Bitter herbs were traditional part of Jewish Passover. Yeah, I remember that.
I can't find my other ones.
Mm.
Peanut? Or is that perennial peanut?
No, the deep black peanut. I had
Oh,
some the striped ones. I have the excuse me, red and white stripes, but I got like 20 of these
mm,
somewhere. So I gotta it's gonna take some time to find them.
that sounds good, my Renaissance. Okay, so she mixes it up with other herbs. You gonna is that on your channel, my Renaissance Grandma? You should have that recipe on your channel, like how you do that.
Oh no, she sells a seasoning. Oh my goodness.
Is it?
Woo. Yes, it's real good. She has this soap. She made out of banana blossoms.
Get
I
out of
use it
here!
on my I use it on my face.
I am
Yeah.
loving that. I
Yeah,
have
she's a bad
banana
woman.
blossoms.
She's a
Wow.
bad woman.
So wait, my Renaissance Grandma, you make the do you make the tea from the banana flower itself? I've heard of that, like the male, the big flower, not the little hand flowers. Well, we gotta get over there. I thought,
She's a bad woman. She got a Etsy page, Miss V. Yeah, she's a bad woman. I got her bag and everything.
oh my goodness,
Yeah,
I gotta
that
get with
seasoning
her.
is A1. Well,
Mhm.
the seasoning that I'm talking about, I can't even remember the name of it, but she's a bad woman.
Oh yeah, okay. Watch out for any training wire in those.
In
I've
the
never
finished
had to
product.
train mine. Yeah, yeah,
So like if they climb up the wire, they could you be snipping and you could have some wire in there.
yeah. Just be
Mm-hmm.
that would
Mm-hmm.
be a
I don't know.
bad
I gotta
wake
go
up call.
check and make sure that I'm subscribed to my Renaissance Grandma too.
That's a good idea, Q. Purees work too, if you have purees.
Let me see. Can
Oh, I'm gonna have to check them out. I didn't realize that she was a businesswoman,
Oh
like
yeah,
business on the side.
like business.
Like what I was talking about actually in my live earlier, like how you should diversify, you should have a business, and YouTube should be not your main business because YouTube could disappear tomorrow. YouTube should be part of your business, but not the business. And that's what I'm talking about. Like she's making seasonings and everything like that. Or you're also
Mm,
blogging or writing books. Like you got to diversify.
Yeah.
Because somebody was even saying like that they had heard like within 5 years that YouTube might, I don't see that necessarily happening, but it
I
might,
hope not.
the control that the father company has over it might cause people to.
The content that is available on YouTube is I love it.
Me too.
Like I built a walk-in closet because of YouTube. I was able to put in a dishwasher because of YouTube.
Yeah.
I had to rebuild. They built certain parts of my kitchen, but certain parts I didn't understand that we had to actually pay somebody to install it. I thought it come with the actual, appliance. And
Yeah.
so we had I was like, well, I'm not gonna pay them to come back out here. you know, it seems pretty simple. And I put it together and I just watched YouTube. I knew how to put the sync in,
Mhm.
but there were certain elements of YouTube that I'm very, very grateful for. And like you said, Carol, when I was not as active on YouTube, where I had
Me
took
too.
like 4 months off,
Yeah,
my watch hours were up to 2,200. Yeah,
that's
2,200.
what?
And
And you
then
watch
as I started to make more content, they started to drop off. I was like, what happened?
what?
I mean, they was actually just dropping off. I was like, wait a minute, I did a live and I did a video and I'm down to this much.
Yeah,
But I know now that this is just an avenue as far as YouTube and having marketing, like having a slogan that is your shirt or something else that you promote. That's what's going to get you your bread and butter.
yeah,
Getting monetized is going to give you $100 a month.
yeah,
But I actually come here because I have fun. I get to socialize with people and
yeah.
bounce ideas off of people. And we,
Mhm.
like you was
Like
talking,
we do.
Carol, earlier today, and somebody said cottage law. And so I
Mhm,
went and I looked up what you was talking about because someone else mentioned to me about people coming and visiting my home
mhm.
and certain things that I was trying to grow and sell or whatever. They was like, look at your cottage law, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was. And then when your live made me think about it again, I'm like, cottage law. So of
Yeah,
course
I
I
need
looked it up.
those
I got it.
reminders. Yeah. Cottage food law. Yeah, we have one too, it looks like. Food law. Florida sales tax rule states that food products are exempt from sales tax. Huh? This is true for all cottage food operators that do not have facilities where their customers can eat on site. As long as the food is take and go, there is no Apple sales tax. This has to do with sales tax. Hmm. Do you need a license to sell cottage? There we go. Cottage food. Because usually I've seen people who are selling food or certain items, and they used to require you to have a catering kitchen. Not you couldn't do it out of your house. But this is saying cottage food operations do not require a license or permit from the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services and are not inspected by any state government entity. Gross sales for a cottage food operation must not exceed 250,000. Heck, what? Just half of that? Just even a quarter of that? I'd be so happy.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Set up brownies, set up cakes, set up muffins, set up
I thought
using
of that. I was thinking, you know what?
kale chips, put them in a bag. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, there's salad. They have the salad bowls that you can buy off of Amazon. There's a lot of potential for us to make money. We have more ways to make money nowadays than we did just 10 years ago. So, yeah.
Well, I was thinking of our friend Maureen and how she has quite a few skills that are very marketable. And I'm like, okay, Carol, marketable skills? But I was thinking, like what you were saying about, I don't know if the HOA would allow it. I was like, well, if kids set up their little tables with their Girl Scout cookies, why can't I early in the morning set up a table with, you know, muffins from Costco or something like that, or foods that are good for you, like fruits and vegetables, like little snack packs, things like that, and have like a coffee thing out there. Like if things get really hard,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
why
Yeah,
can't
well, and
I?
anytime that we would do a a garage sale, we'd always bring out the barbecue and start sauteing up onions on the side and doing hot dogs,
Mm,
and that would just bring people like, hey, you don't need to buy my secondhand stuff off my lawn, but come and buy a hot dog and get a pop and stuff. We don't in Canada. We don't. It's
shame.
not called cottage law, but there is. You want to sell your made at home treats. There are new rules for home based food businesses. So I don't think we have, I like the idea of like, oh, it's the cottage law. Here, no, it's like, you can't do it. You're not allowed. So
Yeah,
I sell my bread. I just sell my bread um, privately. I
yeah,
just put it out on Facebook and then people to message me. So,
yeah. Most, I don't know if mine will. You're right. My HOA, although mine is a little bit more lax than other HOAs, but yeah. the people who are on the board are more lax, but we have this management company now that just switched over. They keep writing us up for the same thing. My husband has to keep going over to the meeting and say, "We just did that. Why are you writing us up for it again? It's been done." "Oh, yeah, I had that written down that you did it." I was like, "Okay, now this is like 3 times we've had to straighten this out with you guys. Tell the man who's in the car, whoever is putting that in, cut it out." What him Yeah, I don't know how it would play out, my Renaissance grandma, but on OfferUp, I definitely could probably do something with starts, and I do have that book, Jason, I think by, Dave the Good writes a book about starting your own little side business, like nursery side business, which, you probably totally could do, Maureen. You totally could do that with some of the stuff that, you grow, and especially with that wonderful soil that you know about up there. Woo woo. I want some of that soil. My soil's terrible.
I'd love to send you somebody. It would be like,
I know.
it would
A
stop at the
million dollars.
border.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. $1 million
Can
to
you
stop.
imagine getting arrested for soil? Be like, what are you in for? We are
Soil.
sending soil across the border.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you had drugs in it? No, it was just soil.
Just soil. Yes. Just some good poop.
Just had some good poop in it. That's it. What? Excuse me? Yeah, that would be pretty embarrassing. What coolies were made in a factory? What did I miss? Oh, cookies, maybe. Cookies were made in a factory. Yeah, that's true. They do like to support factory food. I was watching some guy yesterday who he's gone completely vegan and supposedly like it's really helped him, and he's made like health into wealth somehow. But like he goes through and he just shows you top to bottom. If the product is top to bottom, you probably don't want to eat it. Go check the ingredients like in your grocery store. And he's talking about the middle aisles. And sure enough, he's turning it over. He's like, "Why is it that everything either has MSG in it, corn syrup, or like GMO soy products? Why is that? Why do they have to have those things in there?" So he just definitely points it out, like what's going on in the grocery stores. Oh, good night, Kathleen. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Oh, good night, Kathleen.
Good night, hon.
Sleep well.
Packets. Yeah, right. So I know. Then we ship it. Well, that's like Fox Farms. That's right. They get their cut.
Mm-hmm.
They're worried about the soil shipping out, but they're not worried about how many of them are flying into all these meetings and doing their trips. Tasmania have plant and vegetable stalls. Oh, I love that.
Nice. Yeah.
Sure. Do that.
We do a lot of honesty boxes here on the island too. Like if you're traveling around, for eggs and things like that and flowers. There are some that have, like they even have it set up where you can just even put a tap out there and like you can tap your credit card. You can pre-order and stuff like that. But yeah, looking at this article, it is saying that if you're doing low risk for foods, then I can fill my boots. So making bread,
you're good.
So, yeah, but it's just like I'm renovating my suite. Well, we just finished renovating it, so we just listed it because I would like it to be rented for February 1st.
That'd be great.
Yeah, but in the midst of doing this was the last day, so it was just cleaning day. I was making my 10 loaves of bread because tomorrow's sourdough Saturday. Yeah. So I sell bread in the early afternoon. So I have 10 loaves ready to go for baking first thing in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I was telling people. I said, if you don't see Maureen, she's probably making dough and making dough. Making dough to make dough.
Making dough to make dough.
Nope. Yeah, those kind of things. I mean, I've got to learn how to make bread again, but I don't know, like, if people would. They're weird down here. I don't know. I don't know if they'd be into that because
you start with just a couple, right?
Yeah.
You just go. I'm gonna make. You make yourself 4 loaves and see how it goes. Yeah. And you and it's like, and I do it. I'm doing it now more as a pre-order or a planned order. So I'm listing it on Wednesdays, and it's like private message me. And as long as they private message me before Thursday night, like I go Wednesday, tell me Wednesday, then, you know, I've got 4 orders in for bread.
Great.
And then I just decided, or no, yeah. So I have 4 orders, and then our we're putting in a new sink in the suite. Um,
Can make bread.
And so we have a plumber friend, and he's going to come and install this sink and cabinet in for free. And it was like, well, let's make him some bread. So I'm throwing in a couple more loaves. And then as well, it's my sister's birthday this coming week, and she feels like when she eats my bread that it heals her gut and heals her body. So I just thought, well, I'll make her some bread. And so then I just have these little extras. And also somebody always comes out of the woodwork, oh, I didn't get one. And, you know, like last week it was 4, and I thought I'll make 6. Well, I sold all 6. Wow. You know, and I wanted that little bit of extra, but and it is this word of mouth. I do have some people that as soon as they see the post, I want a bread every week, you know, so that's, it's good. You know, you go, if I'm getting to a place where I'm making 20 loaves, well, then that's, you know, that'll be 2 days of baking and, of making and then baking and then baking it.
How did you start doing that to where you came to the boulé? Is that how you say it? Where you came to this style of sourdough, letting it rise in those special little bowls that you have. What are they called?
Bannetons.
Bannetons.
Well, when I first started, you know, because you were ordering everything off Amazon because we couldn't shop in regular stores. I just would put mine in lined with paper, parchment paper, in in kind of a bowl that, you know, didn't go like completely round. It had more of a little bit of a fluted edge to it. I would make them in there. Didn't have a lamb, so I would just take a pair of scissors and I would cut my cut would just cut. I didn't know, but I followed Joshua Weissman's advanced sourdough bread, and I've never turned back. There's lots of, like, this one is long, like this is mine is a long. It's a long process, like, but it's really forgiving bread. Like it's, and I started my bread last night. I started the levain, where I'm mixing up. This is my sourdough starter for the bread. Then all day today was where I was doing my folds, my you know, my slap and folds and my twist and folds and stuff like that. But it's, you know, you go 15 minutes, you do this, you just, you know, 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, flip it over, and then I go and I run and I do something. Then I come back.
When it first comes together, is it a pretty sticky dough that you're doing the flap and fold? Like, does it start off as, okay, I've seen a French baker do that with the more of a sticky dough, and he shows like, I don't know if it's your guy, but he shows like how much is involved but not involved, like how it's just the fitness of the dough. I was pretty impressed.
You don't have to do that, but I just find that my bread comes out successfully. I do have to lower my water, like how much water I put in mine. Because I'm on an island, it's very humid here. So even for yourself, I decrease the water only by 50 grams with the salt. Sometimes I might lower it a little bit more. But it's like, you know, I don't know how much. It's like, I think it's close to 20 pounds. Like when I have the dough, it's about 20 pounds worth of dough. Is it 20?
Wow.
Or maybe 15 pounds. You know, so it is a big heft that when I'm doing 10 loaves of that. But you know, I'm starting to learn how to notice what's happening to the dough, because I'm not, you know, I don't have someone going, hey, if you know it's starting to break apart, or if it's really shaggy, or these kinds of things. It's like starting to make a little bit more sense to me and whatnot. But you know, but there are some that it's just like throw it all in a bowl, put a cover on it, leave it on your counter, and then make your stuff. But I love this whole process of interacting with the dough and bring it alive, and it just makes for the crumb on it is absolutely fantastic. I don't get big holes. It's just perfect.
Yeah, that always bothers me if you get like a really nice loaf of bread and then there's a big old hole in the it's like what no.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
My problem right now is I'm getting better at reading my wood fire oven, so I
Mhm.
have to put it in a certain area because it's like if it gets too hot, it cooks just way too fast and it might not cook that center well enough. So
Okay.
that's a bit more of a challenge for me, but I've got the sweet spot where it's like keep it around 400, 450, and I can cook I think 2 loaves in about 16 minutes, so it's not bad.
Oh, no, that's not bad.
So it's
That's
like bang, throw 2 in, and it's done.
Yeah, and for down here, it would be great to have it outside because you don't in Florida, of course, wanna heat up your kitchen,
No.
most of the time. I mean, for you guys in the cold, it's probably like, "Oh, it's heating up the kitchen, great," "Turn down the heat." But
Yeah, but without the oven, it would take me 10 hours to cook 10 loaves
wow. Yeah,
because it's
yeah,
an hour loaf. Yeah,
and then you would also have to factor in you're using your electric. Oh,
electricity.
Grumpus, I didn't know you were still here. Thank you, hon. Appreciate it. Made
Oh,
you
good night,
Grumpus
Grumpus
over
on
good
Fire.
night.
Again, another person I've never met. There's a whole bunch of people I've never seen and met on this. So,
Grumpus is a little bit of everything channel. He's does some good barbecue and cooking, but he
mm,
also does DIY and does some nice lives too when he gets up and does lives.
oh, well, let me go and get you subscribed here.
Oh,
Grumpus.
funny. Yeah, it might be the
Oh,
German
yeah,
in you.
that's
Might
right.
be.
I
That's
think
one of the
I think
things
my
I make
friend
with
wants to
Hannah.
make pretzels. Mhm.
Yep. Oh, funny. Morgan says, South Florida sunshine, the whole purpose of baking up here is to warm the house. Makes sense.
That's true.
H- Hence the fresh breads and casseroles. There you go.
Mhm.
And
Where
hearty
does
meals.
Threads and Jars live?
Yeah.
Where does she live?
Threads and jars. I forget what state are you in again? Threads and jars, Morgan. It's not. Is it Missouri or is it further up? I forget. If you don't mind saying. Yeah, I would love to see. I've got all that waiting for me, but then I also have all this waiting for me. That's the part. Like when I say about getting through the list and doing the things is sectioning out the time too in your day, and then you have to make time too for the surprises because I have this little boy who surprises me with doing things when I'm busy. When I'm
Oh,
doing
you mean
things,
a little wee on the leather couch, you mean?
yeah, the little wee on the leather couch and my favorite wrap for my sore muscles. But that came clean, thank God. It worked again after going through the wash, so it's okay. Even though I told my husband, I'm like, I ordered a backup on Amazon when he did that just in case. Because that's what helps me move in the morning is that thing. Yes, stew. Oh, I want some stew. I like a good stew.
Mhm.
Good beef
You can't
stew
make a
with
stew out
tender
of everything.
beef. Oh, 10,000 feet up? North face of Pikes Peak. She's out near you. I think Pikes Peak, Oregon? Where is it? It's near Pikes Peak is same state Seattle's in, right? I think. Am I wrong? I did
Well,
do geography in the state of Florida, so please forgive me in public school. Oh, that's Colorado? I didn't realize Pikes Peak was in Colorado. Maybe because, Starbucks has coffee called Pikes Peak, I think. Thinking it was near Seattle because of their Colorado. I'm such a oh my gosh.
That was
Oh.
funny.
Yeah, and they've got some elevation there. I went to Steamboat Springs and I was sick from the elevation even there. For I went on a ski trip when I was much younger and discovered that I'm not really a skier. I don't like it. I just don't like getting up there and seeing like you could go off the mountain at any second. Somebody decided it would be fun to bring me up on a blue diamond when I didn't even know how. I think that's what it was called, a blue or well, I don't even know how they're scored anymore. I was still on the little bunny things, the bunny hills. they're like, "Oh, let's just bring her up with us." And it was my boyfriend who thought it was a good idea. He was a firefighter. We were with other firefighters, and I suddenly went into a complete panic attack because I just saw the openness in front of me and a drop where I could just die. Like, you're supposed to turn and go this way, but I didn't have confidence in my skiing, so I dropped and started cursing in this family resort, having a complete. And my boyfriend's like, "Carol, you're saying the F word. You've got to stop. There's kids around." I'm like, "Well, then get me the F out down out of this place. I'm gonna die." It was his friend who was another firefighter who did the whole talking me down completely. And he's like, "It's okay. If you want to scoot down on your butt, that's totally okay. You don't have to get back up on your skis if you don't want to." Like, "Thank you, because I'm going to scoot down on my butt now." And that's exactly my exit strategy. So as soon as I got back, like away from that just one spot, I was fine. And I think I got up on my skis and tried a little bit, but oh, yeah, I couldn't do it, Morgan. And I don't know, you would probably get the
Hard
bend.
Knack Farms. I just went and subscribed to you as well because I realized it wasn't. There's a lot of people I've never seen, Carol, in the
I
chat
think we
tonight.
both do that. Like, you get people I haven't seen, GT gets people that I haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I
Actually,
Yeah, I
think I
ain't see
was
nobody. Sorry.
I think I was subscribed to my Renaissance grandma, but I think they probably, bumped me off of her because
yeah,
it's
I
like
wonder. Yeah, go
I've
ahead.
been, hanging around for a long time.
Yeah, I think I had her too, and that's probably the same thing that happened to me.
Mhm.
I need to go back up and make sure I've still got her. But they're also really bad at leaving, like, it seems like they choose who they want to put up there, and that little, "Here's the people you should look at before these people down here," and they just stick them there,
Yeah,
and that kind of
the
bothers me.
homepage. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know. Like, on my feed on my phone, it's like maybe what people have said to me in 2 other videos, and you better bet one of them is gonna be from a channel that has, like, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and it just sticks there. So, I don't know. They're definitely helping the ones that are making them ad dollars for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, well, making sure that you've got your videos are more than 8 minutes long, that does make a
Yeah,
difference.
yeah. I'm gonna get this. Oh, that's a good idea, Passamaquoddy, section free. I'm trying to get away from plastic, so I don't know how that works out with, and I don't do aluminum, so I don't know how that works out with freezer meals. I think, well, that's plastic too. Like, I've done stuff in gallon bags and then flattened it out and just put it in like that, and then I'll put it in the dish. I just don't want to reheat in plastic is basically it. I don't want to be reheating anything up in plastic
Right.
if I can avoid it. 'Cause we have enough microplastics in our body and in our food. Bunnies are
Hmm.
I know bunnies are tasty. Do you have to call them? Say rabbit. Bunnies just makes me think of
Bunnies are cute.
tiny cute bunnies. I think the Navy ruined my every time we had it, it was rough and dry.
Squirrels do. No.
Yeah, I can say I have not tried that. I think I had an
No.
opportunity to, and I was like, "I just can't do it. Sorry." Supposedly it was very good, but I just couldn't do it. I'm just too much of a visual person. So, yeah. Oh, purple maters. They have those in the grocery store. Go to the grocery store. Whole Foods will usually have those purple maters. They have them
GT,
in
you
a
can get
mixture.
the purple ones from Baker's
They're
Creek.
not
They're the purple.
available.
Oh.
If you have a Whole Foods, they might be at Whole Foods.
They're not
Sometimes they come in
available.
sometimes they come in a mix at just the grocery store, but
Let me
I
show
think
you what they look like, Carol.
okay. Yeah, that's true. You could pop it out of the pans and just reheat it. That's true. You're right, Passamaquoddy, and they do have those inexpensive ones at Walmart that are like for uh, people who work out and pre-plan their meals. Those I'm okay with, but like if that's what you mean, and then just reheat it on a plate. That's true.
Is it okay to use the silicone ones? Is that really bad? I know it's bad,
I don't think the silicone ones are as bad as just straight up
but if
because
you
they're
so if
usually.
you froze them as in the silicone and then did the popping out and put them into another container.
I like that idea. That's a
Yeah.
good idea. Q, you just got to try some different angles, hun. That's the only thing I could say is, or at least like back up and maybe show the one, you show the shot like right above, but back up and maybe show a further shot. I know you've got to hold on to your camera, so you can't really use a tripod. But changing up the shot might help as far as the distance the person is from what you're making. That, oh, purple tomato. I thought he said potato. That's beautiful. That looks like black. It's
The
so purple.
purple galaxy. They only put out a few packs of seeds. Already put in my bid with um
You
another
said it.
YouTuber,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get mine eventually because I'm not buying no more seeds. I got another package coming in, and that's it. I'm done. I've
Hmm.
I've wasted I got thousands of dollars. That was just off my prep table. I had too many seeds. Well, no, I'm not gonna say too many. I have enough to sustain me. I have a lot of variety. So whatever they have, I probably don't need it. But a
Yeah.
purple galaxy is a beautiful tomato. It looks beautiful, but I'm not even a tomato
Mhm.
connoisseur like that. But it's pretty. It's real
Well,
pretty.
those black ones that Kelly put out last year for Shed Wars were gorgeous. The Black Beauties or something. They were beautiful tomatoes. Oh yeah, if you check out Lark's Homesteadish and look up her Shed Wars videos, anything that has those tomatoes, oh my goodness, they're beautiful tomatoes.
And I think she grew. I think one of her tomatoes was almost 2 pounds.
Yeah,
Not like just a regular red one, but it was huge.
A
I know.
tomato almost 2 pounds.
I think I could be making that up,
Wow.
but I know it was a big one. Like it was
Yeah, yeah.
big.
Okay, so Texas bushcrafter. What could you put that back on there if you don't mind,
Oh,
Carol? Because
which
I
one?
might have read about
TN?
tomatoes.
Oh wait, okay. Let me go back up. Hold on. Hey, it's because I was saying potatoes
No.
for some reason. I'm not even high. Not that I really get high. I get relaxed. I just meant I didn't even have a gummy. I'm gummy free tonight, and I got that mixed up somehow.
New dark
Purple.
purple
Mm.
cosmic maters.
You know
Where
who
you get
might
those from?
it might be similar to the ones on the front he just showed, right, TN?
No, he talking about maters. I think he talking. Is he talking about?
Tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
That's why it confused
Oh,
me too, I think.
okay.
But
Because you guys,
yeah,
I think you guys all call taters for the potatoes,
that's
and
it. That's
maybe
how it
Yeah,
confused me. Thank
that's how I
you.
messed up.
Me too. I was thinking purple potatoes. Let's see. Seeds of this one's Ukrainian. I'm looking just to see if any other ones pop up. The cosmic purple that I see are purple and yellow. Seeds of Plenty has one. Here's this one is like hold on, let me bring it up. It's like the ones that Maureen was saying that she has seeds for her mom.
the
That type.
Romas.
Thank you. It looks almost like a purple Roma. You have fat squirrels. Oh yeah, when they go for the pears, yeah, it's time to get rid of those squirrels when they go for your fruit. Or if they love avocados. Hold on, let me. Oh, rat traps, yeah. I do the ones that TN doesn't like, but it's what works here in South Florida, which is the bait. the bait traps, but they're closed to any other animals. The only thing I'm concerned about is if it will affect the birds. Hold on. I forgot what I was doing for a second. This one, I don't know how, not that that's like me. I'm not like, I don't forget what I'm doing ever.
Trying to see if I can.
Me? There we go. There's cosmic purple. They almost look like a Roma shape.
I do.
That is from, hold on, let's visit and see. I just hope they don't pop up ad me. There we go. $3.95 on Seeds of Plenty. And oh, no pop-ups. Go away. No, go away. That looks like it's still available. Add to cart, but $3.95.
Let's buy them.
I know.
I'm done with seeds.
I have the whole seed 500 page. Oh, you've got the one that you paid for, Tia. I was gonna say, Wild Boar Farms, are they still doing their tomatoes? Because they always had the really cool ones before anybody did. Let me look them up.
Yeah, they had some really cool tomatoes. This is the first year that I didn't buy the actual book. This is the free one. This is the first time in 4 years because I'm done buying seeds. So I had to, this is like this is my seed porn. Hope that's allowed. I'm not I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but
Yeah.
this is what I enjoy. I keep it on me. I carry my backpack everywhere I go. So I have this book in there with a couple of other seed magazines and my USCAA or whatever it's called. That's
Yeah.
the insurance for
For cage
the
fighters?
Freedom Sticks. No,
Oh.
Freedom Sticks. Yeah,
Sounds like something like
I have $1 million thing or whatever. In case something happens or whatever, I had to defend myself or whatever. It's just you're gonna have to face the,
Yep.
there's things that's gonna happen, civil suits and all that stuff. So you got to try to protect yourself. So I paid a little $45 a month
Oh,
just in case. So yeah.
that's cool. I've heard about it, but I haven't.
Freedom Sticks and Freedom Seeds.
Yep.
Hustlers for gardeners. Yeah, actually, Lark's, I just went and looked it up, and she does have a short, and I think it was 2.4 pound tomato that she grew last year.
Wow.
So 2 pound tomato at least.
Yeah, and Wild Boar Farm still has some really crazy looking tomatoes. They have the Berkeley tie-dye and Wild Boar Farms. They have a Black Beauty that's all black on the outside, red on the inside. So I wonder if that's like what she grew. But theirs are specialty seeds, so they're like $5 a pack for that. Yeah. He's a smaller operation. He's not like Burpee. He's not. I don't think he's not even to the level. Baker Creek is getting huge too. Blue
The
chocolate.
thing about it is,
so pretty.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The thing about it is, I pay $5 for 10 seeds, and that's because if I plant 2 seeds and they germinate, I collect that seed, and I won't have to buy seeds from it anymore again. That's business there. First order of business is to get the money. Second order of business is to keep the money, and the third order of business is to keep getting the money. As long as we're able to populate our own seeds, then we're in a win. But when you buy stuff like this, where there is no seed, you're always going to have to come back if you want those. You can't grow it.
That's right.
So actually having your own seed, cultivating your own seed, it adapts to your weather conditions and all that type of stuff. So you like hybridize it for your area. So $5 for 10 seeds, it's yours. You're the owner of it now. Yeah.
That's true. That's a great way to look at it. Of course, it's also very bad for you to look at it that way because you have a seed addiction. So it's called justification.
Storm's post there. You got to bring that one up.
What's TM?
No,
what's wrong?
Go out a little bit higher. Up higher for Storms. Above mine. Ha ha ha.
Did you all see this month's play?
Wow, talk about hot
2-page spread of the Black Beauty tomato,
tomatoes and potatoes and
the fold out.
marigolds. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, did you see over the variety of marigolds?
Oh my gosh, you're too much, Storms.
It's good.
Whoa, I didn't hear that one. I'll have to look into that. Huh. But I wonder if it's one that's been sold off. Stupidest thing I've ever heard is we're selling off all that stuff to other countries.
Yeah, or what they like to do is burn them down.
Yes, burn things down is a big thing now.
What are you talking about? I see Missouri and
Oh, she was saying she heard that the Freedom Seed place they're trying to shut it down.
how is that legal?
How is like burning things down and not finding the arsonist legal?
Yeah, well, that's
Mm,
okay. So Shawnee Shay,
where's Sean? Yeah, I'm all
you
over the
are
place. Hold on.
no. I was just because I'm trying to pay attention to people that I've never seen before and to follow their channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know if
doesn't.
Shawnee has content. Did you start making content, Shawnee Shave? She's another homeschooling mama.
Yeah. I
She
was
said
I was
dreamless.
I know.
Yes.
What's your dream list? Tell us.
What's your sexy dream list? Share it. We might have some of it. We might want some of it.
My granddad made enough
Oh,
cash.
good night, Tien.
Oh, good night.
Oh,
Good
she
night,
deleted
Tien.
it.
Granddad made enough cash. Wow. That's very cool. What a neat legacy. His granddad sold 3 strains of tomatoes and then paid off the rest of the note on the farm. That is really amazing. Well, I think there is that tomato that is actually tied to Jess told the story, and it was tied to um, the freeing of slaves, like them getting through when they were uh, being hidden, and the man didn't have, of course, any money, but he wanted to thank the woman who was hiding them, and he gave her seeds. He gave her tomato seeds. He goes, "This is all I have in my pocket." And she planted them and kept it going, and I wanna know the name of it, but I don't have it off the top of my head right now. Um, let's see if I can find it. Let me see. Yeah, just told the story, and I had never heard that from the Underground Railroad. Did this tomato. But the global. Yeah. Okay. About the timeline events exchanges. Oh, hi. Maybe. Aunt Lou's Underground Railroad tomato. And they're basically trying to verify it on this one site, and they're saying, yeah, it probably is true. It produces a dark pink red tomato that can weigh 120 to 340 grams. The fruits have a slightly flattened top, are quite juicy, but contain a lot of seeds. There you go. We're talking about seeds. They are pleasantly tangy and make a great slicing tomato. This variety takes 75 to 85 days to mature, and the robust plants easily reach a height of over 1.5 meters. Because of its sparse foliage, this variety is easily damaged by late blight, so it's particularly important to use mulch that prevents backsplash. It's an indeterminate variety. So I don't know if that was the one that she had, but they talk about seeds traveled with people in the Underground Railroad because they didn't know where they were going. Of course, they're taking something that's going to create food for them on the other side if they get to land on the other side. It's actually genius if they were, and also great, like to the owners of them who weren't really, was to pocket the seeds of the plants that they were working on in the fields or to create their own variety right beneath their noses and then take those seeds with them.
Mm-hmm.
Dream list, fruits and veggies. Here we go. Fruits and veggies for spring and fall storage crops. My top picks for focal filler texture flower bouquets. Oh, okay. Picture rainbow bouquets, fully loaded herb garden. That's what I want to do, the medicinal and tea plant area. Super important. Just a couple months ago. Okay, thought out. Yeah, I don't remember where either. I don't know if it was CCI was one of the companies that might have gotten bought.
What is
Whoa,
CCI?
Freedom Seed Company. I think it's CCI.
Oh,
They're good. They're good. For 22 Freedom Seeds, size 22, like the early immigrants. Cherokee brought seeds with them in their clothes. If they hadn't been in the clothes or right, they wouldn't have had them. Mm. Just like the early immigrants who carried small limbs of fruits. Oh, wow. I love the stories behind some of these plants that we have and trees. Oh, that's horrible, Jason. We really do have some horrible things. Tribal garden. This is what I had put up. GT. It was the Cherokee Native Americans. That was one thing, though, that you brought up that I had forgotten about was William Penn actually bought the land off the native tribes. But what's so weird is when I was rereading about him, he was considered this great American, but he was only in America for 4 years. He was really more of he was an Englishman that also, I think, spent time learning Dutch, but the person who wrote the article I don't think they didn't realize that Pennsylvania Dutch is Pennsylvania Deutsch. It's German. It's not from yeah, it's not the Dutch. It's German. It's the Germans. It's where from the German immigrants. Long way as a person. Oh. So they kind of sewed them inside their clothes, green country. Is that what they were doing? The Cubans did that too on the when they got kicked out of, well, not kicked, they got kicked out of their houses, the very wealthy and then the middle class and such. And when they did the boat lifts and the flights over here, they could only take what was on their back. That's the ex-boyfriend that was with me on that skiing trip. His parents were part of that, and his father had a milk delivery business, and they did quite well. And his father they ate very well, we'll just say, before they left that country. He was determined to eat all his money because he knew he couldn't leave with any of it. So he spent it on really good meals. Receipts. So oh wow.
I got that one.
That's pretty cool. Well, he was a Quaker though already. That's why he left Q. So he was probably part of the ancestors. If you're Quaker, my family was Quaker too, but they were upstate New York Quaker. My my grandfather actually was the one who basically opened and closed the Quaker church. He was an elder in the church. It's pretty much always there. It was up the road from the farm. All right, y'all, it's been fun, but oh, okay. Oh my goodness, you're getting sleepy, then I am going late. If Storms is getting sleepy. Night, Barry. Love you much. Yep, they had pretty good suspicion that the U.S. was going to do some serious. Oh, it's awful when you can feel. Well, I guess it's worse though when you don't feel it coming and you don't prepare. Oh, hey, Angel's Crafty Halo. Hey, girl, what's up? Okay, they did sew them in the hem of their clothes. Wow. Huh. That ain't a half bad idea for prepping. To have a special jacket that has something sewn into it like that.
Yep, 25 survival crops. You can do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Starting off with potatoes, sweet potatoes,
mm-hmm.
sorghum. It's a lot of them, but yeah, there's 25, and you can sustain a lot of life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ours are sweet potato. There's also the true yam. The Discoriolata is considered survival. I would consider taro one too. It's another starch. The greens that are real easy, but see the thing is a lot of these seeds are a pain in the butt. You need the tubers. That one that I told you about, chaya, you just cut off a stick of it and stick it in the ground here and it grows. It's just an amazing plant. And moringa, the same thing. You can take a branch off moringa. If the branch is green and I buried one lengthwise. I watched the thing grow up this way.
Lengthwise? Okay.
Yeah. Just try it as an experiment. I don't know if it always works, but
I got the little piece that they sent me, so I'm gonna see is it green. Are we gonna try?
Yeah, get one of the thicker branches. I had used some moringa thinking I could
branch.
Let it rot down into the soil. And yeah, it instead sprouted up, and I was like, I don't remember planting celery because it kind of looked like little celery leaves as it was coming up because it was twisted.
Cool.
Yeah, it might root like willow. Mm-hmm. It did for me that time. That was just the wildest thing. Well, let's see. Even though I'm not at 3 hours, I don't think I can make it tonight. It just feels like a weird Fri-Yay. I don't know. Are you all okay? I don't.
Onions, garlic, potatoes, dry beans, winter squash, things to ferment like cucumber, tomato, cabbage, daikon, radish, peppers to smoke, and dry flint corn, popcorn. Nice.
Whoa.
Loaded, girl. You loaded.
Yeah.
That's the list there. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna again focus on winter squashes because it's, I've got squashes in my larder, and they're going to keep going. So it's a really good sustainable food to keep, it lasts, your winter squashes. So it's like I've got tons of the carnival squash and the kabocha squash.
Oh, cool.
That one just like anytime we've roasted it over these last few weeks, it's like smooth and creamy. And
which one, the kombucha? Because I've seen that actually on the
kombucha.
The Wii app.
You always have to say Wii.
Well, because that's what I said like one time with the emoji. Like you're sending somebody a hug and they're really down, but it looks like it's going Wii. Like
I know it doesn't. It should be like this,
I know it needs to be like like at least two of them. Do two, maybe 2 emojis for hugs. They have that one that's like shadowy and weird, but anyway. So the kombucha squash, and were you going to another one or
carnival? I've got tons of sugar pie pumpkins. That was off the charts. But you can eat them just like a squash. Make a pumpkin sage ravioli with them, and it's just delicious. Yeah, put sage in it, and so that's, I look at that is really great prepping food. That
it is.
when you have nothing, it's like I still got squash. And
And
the
they
1 year my spaghetti squashes, I think we ate the last one the following August. Finished them
Oh,
off.
thanks, Morgan, especially if you're not really a night owl. I appreciate you coming in. Good night, hon. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? Now that you say that, survival crops, duh, Native Americans, corn, squash, beans, like, yeah. Think of some of the things they grew. They fished quite a bit, used the fish
Mhm.
too to fertilize those things. I know, How to Garden was saying that's what he does when he goes fishing. He'll put fish heads in, but I'm so nervous about doing that because of the raccoons coming off the canal. I don't want to draw them in to my yard. And yeah, they sometimes will come if they smell that. But I would love to be able to. I mean, I do the fish emulsion, but I'd like to do that. Just bury a fish head under some of my plant and see the difference. But I also don't want to really smell it, so I better bury it deep. Like, what's dead? Nothing. Nothing, dear. Nothing's dead.
And the fish emotion, it's strong. It brings bears here. So
Oh, that's scary.
so
Mhm.
I think that maybe somebody advised me. They said maybe I should put lime down or something like that.
Hmm.
Mm.
Because when I did it, a bear came and, visited my yard.
Does the
It was a
lime
small
kind of
bear.
cancel it out, you mean? Like, put lime with
I
it?
The lime might
I
actually
think so.
speed up the process of the decomposition.
I don't know. They said they said I could add lime. I think they said lime. It was something that started with the L, and I was like, oh,
Wow.
because I told them I couldn't use the 511. Yeah,
Mm.
for more than 18
Pumpkin
months.
molds. What's pumpkin mold?
What are you reading?
Yeah,
What did Tian said something about pumpkin mold.
pumpkin molds I posted. Yeah, so
I don't know what that is, Tian. You mean like
I don't
pumpkin
know either.
molds for chocolates? Pumpkin molds for candy? Pumpkin mold? I don't know. Oh, thank you. It's so funny how that looks on the StreamYard side.
Yeah,
And yellow
I
buckhead.
always see
Thank you.
it.
So they have Native Americans use their feet, use the sun to dry the slices of food.
Hmm.
Now,
Right.
yes. Well, that's why the Bible too is if you read it, it's written for an agro time in our history. It's based around, the food and the festivals around the foods coming in and the moons. And they must have planted by moon phase, I think, because they
Yes, I bet.
had all those vessels. Just don't let your storage gourds and squashes freeze, even the tough ones. Okay.
Yeah,
That
no,
makes
I've got all my
Oh,
all
here you
my
go.
squashes. I've got I've got them in I turned a spare bedroom into a larder, and so in the wintertime I just adjust the temperature by opening and closing the window, and then in
Yeah.
the summertime I put in an air conditioner in the window, so it keeps it like it's a refrigerated room, so
Oh,
it's
nice.
not one that gets really cold.
Okay, thanks, Tian. All right.
I seen
Yeah,
you, Mike.
we have to get. Yeah, that's a great idea, Mike. I've seen them actually do that on these shows from Alaska where they're off grid. Maybe they are. Who knows? It's a show. But they use the kelp. They go out and get kelp and they use it in their processing of their soil to be more fertile. And they also use peat. I guess they have peat available, maybe. Is it peat? I don't
I don't know.
I think so. I don't know, maybe it's just they're going into the forest and using some of the forest soil mixed in. Yeah, if I don't a root cellar, that would be my fridge. I don't know. I'm not sure what we would have that.
Well, when you're an urban homesteader, you have 3 fridges in your house. That's what you
Yeah.
do.
I saw that. I loved that. That was great. You're
Mhm.
short about that? That was great. Was it a short or a video? I can't remember now.
Short. It's a short. Like
It
it's a
was it
trend
was
that's going
great.
on right now. Yeah. So
The
I think
one
I'm
where
going
you
to do some more because it did well on the clock channel, and I think and no, I actually did well here on YouTube too. So I thought I would because I had like a whole bunch of them that I was going to do, and I thought, oh, let's just get these, 3 or 4 done, and add in a few other things with it. So
You're too funny, Jason. Have them dig it out for you. Yeah, that's great because it was a really good. I liked it a lot. I was like,
thanks.
dang, girl. Animals to put. Oh, okay. When they're little. Oh, got it. Like the Japanese do with the watermelons, Duncan.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
got it now. Thank you for explaining that.
yeah,
You planet. Yeah, Indians did too. So did and I think in the Bible they did too. That's why they mentioned a lot of the moon celebrations, feasts.
yeah.
Um, and that's what they celebrated. Trim trees. Sleeping with Sunflower, good old book about planting. Oh, okay. Thank you, Shawnee. I'll have to look into that.
See?
Yeah, I'm like, where can I write that down? Because my brain will probably dump that info,
Mm-hmm.
just like I dumped my little pad of paper somewhere, probably in
Oh, here,
another
I'll just
room.
go. I'll just go look it up,
You
Carol.
know, I can. Okay.
And then I'll just send it to you. I'll private message you
Oh,
in
okay.
Facebook, and then
Thank
that
you,
way
Mama.
then we both have it.
Yay. I was watching God.
So it will come up on Amazon.ca. So you'll just have to change that.
Okay.
It'll be way cheaper for you, I know.
Right. I was watching
Yeah.
Trim Trees all the way up.
It's actually it's some things it's cheaper, especially with books. It's cheaper for me to buy the book US side and even pay the extra little bit of shipping or whatever it might be, as opposed to buying it here.
That's messed up.
It is like substantially cheaper. My daughter bought a whole bunch of her herbalist books. Like they would be books that are $120, $89 or something like that, 89 to 120. And down here, and then if she bought it out of the States, it'd be 20.
Oh, I don't have a pump. Why did somebody say something about the sound? It's just my little thingy over here. It's the essential oil thingy. 'Cause I saw this. I do not have John's pump. Thank you. That's his computer. Our state should research how people store food before. Yeah, that's definitely something we should all research. That's true. We don't know, especially if they're going to knock out our power. They keep kind of threatening that is coming. Nomadic tribes cannot reliably use sun sightings to tell time they use the lunar. Okay. Okay. That one went, but I'll have to revisit that. Revisit that with me during the day, Grey Neck. Buffalo Bird Woman's Garden is a book about. Oh, cool. Get out. All right, that one I'll just take a picture of that one. So I'll take a picture. You get that one and then I'll get this one. Take a picture of that. Okay. Gonna edit it. Oh, how funny. GT, when I was taking a picture, your hand went right in the camera, like you don't want to be.
I'm sorry. I
It's
was
funny now.
screenshotting mine.
That's funny. I know. I'm getting this. I'm like, let me get that book too, since Marine's getting the other one.
With
I
all the technology that we have, we
I know.
shouldn't have to um, not have electricity. To have solar.
I know. Why
Solar's not the most reliable for my area, and that's because of
can't
the
afford it?
colder temperatures,
Yeah.
and because batteries do not I think it's called lithium batteries. They
Mm-hmm.
do not charge when it's -5 here.
Oh
I
yeah.
think they stop at 32. If I'm not mistaken, you cannot charge. I mean, you cannot. recharge the unit. Now you can send out the charge, but you can't charge up the unit because it's so cold.
Mm,
But there's enough technology to where you can use solar panels. My father bought me a generator, gas generator, 2500, and it's just
mhm.
my this that's my my carry along that's in my car. We got to go, da 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 da, stuff like that. And we
Okay.
definitely don't want to go. It's too cold, and we have a wood
Right?
burning stove, so we don't want to leave our home.
No.
But that is the last resort. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the last resort for a lot of people because people keep talking about bugging out. You're going to be out in the open. If you can possibly stay in your home and defend your home, that's probably going to be your best bet if it gets to that. Hope not. Jesus, please. Don't want it to go to that. That's why I have a library full. Yes, I have my books that I'm still collecting. Exactly.
Yeah. These ones that are online that go, it's like, here's all these techniques and it's only $39.95 and whatever. And it's like, I don't care about the price of this digital online thing because if I don't have any power, I can't go, here's how you do XYZ. So I've said,
Yeah.
I'm happy to pay, the full price for the book, like for a physical book. Don't talk about, prepping
Yeah.
and survival
Yeah.
with an online ebook. Give
Yeah.
me the book. I want a
Exactly.
physical.
Exactly. I know Passamaquoddy and I ordered this one book that it was like they made it like this huge deal and you were getting this great deal and we both got our book and our book was this like that thick right there with big print. So it's like the ones that I
Wow.
I like that lady from Alone. She's a doctor, I believe. Nicole Appleton. Her books are good books. So I'd like to get the Real Old Ways book because I've heard that that actually is a good book to have.
Good
Oh,
night, Journey
okay.
Warrior.
Good night. Good night, Q. Oh, good night.
Good night, Q. Some of those books I do want on digital format because they're really big, and to try to lug around some of those is going to be
Yeah.
very labor intensive. This right
Yeah.
here is a 2 gigabyte hard
Oh, yeah.
drive. I mean, external hard drive right here,
Yeah.
and it fits on my keys. It's water resistant as well. So
Mhm.
and this was what, $30, but this is two terabytes, two
Mm,
terabytes right here.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
if we
that
do
goes a
have
long way.
electricity, that's a decent way to carry books, that's for sure.
Well,
Mhm.
I have a 220 watt um battery or whatever, and it comes with a little solar panel
Mhm.
that's, I think it's 30 watts. It's really
Okay.
small. It can go on my backpack, and
Cool.
the actual battery or whatever can go in my bag that I keep on my chest. So I can always use that and take a little. They have those little laptops that all I need is just a USB port. Bam, and that's for pictures and stuff as well. Because
Yeah.
those are the things that are going to console you when you're having a hard day and all that stuff
Mhm.
like that. Your music, because music will calm the savage beast. You got to
Yeah.
remember that. So
Mhm.
digital has its place. Digital has
Mhm.
its place.
Mhm. Oh, how funny, yeah, right? That they were
Mhm.
their USB drives, that it was their way
Mhm.
of right? That's interesting. Yeah, I think we're thinking of if they do the whole they knock out the electronics, what to do then, you know? Yeah, everybody should have a fridge full of seeds like David the Good. I love him.
Is it better to store your seeds in the fridge or in the freezer?
Well, he also, he puts his in the
Mm-mm.
fridge to not acclimate them. You do it with peach seeds. What is it called? Shawnee, help me out. But I think he does store some of them so they'll keep, but he does a lot of stuff in the fridge to hybridize
Mm.
them.
Cold stratification. What are you talking
Stratification.
about?
Why would
Yeah,
not
Mm.
be
cold
that word?
stratification.
Yep, yep, he stratifizes.
That one was hard. It was hard
Oh,
coming out of your head.
I don't know why. Just feel like I'm giving birth in my brain tonight. So come
Mhm.
on. It's a stupid fibro fog. I hate it.
Mm.
Like as if
And it's
ADHD
late.
wasn't enough. Like, let's add that. Passamaquoddy's laughing at me. I can't help it, girl. Yeah. Oh, his plums. Okay. Yep. Stratification. And it's funny because somebody said a different word and they meant stratification, and I was in the like, I wasn't in there live. I was watching it after the fact, and I was like, "That's stratification. You're stratifying it. It's not the word you just said."
And
Okay.
then I messed up on stratification. I put
What?
my strawberry seeds. I just put the pack in there. You got
Oh.
to you have to, if I'm not mistaken, it has to be moist and cold stratified. So I done
Oh.
had them in there since 11/27, and
Oh
I don't know, I
man.
messed up. Yeah.
Mm.
I didn't know you could do it with strawberry seeds. I didn't know that.
From what I understand, you get better germination.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Oh, isn't that interesting? Like, like they knew it was coming. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That the Mayans wrote it
Hmm.
out on cloth. I thought they chiseled like in stone the important stuff. That's how we got that. Is it the Mayan calendar, Jason? Or is that Aztec? I always get confused between the two. I had to actually bail out of that class, like pre-Columbian artifacts and stuff. I was like, no, I'm out. I
Mm.
can't remember all these names. I have a hard enough time with English. And I can't remember all these Spanish names, Spanish stories. I think I'll go take
Mm.
something from the Renaissance. Thank you very much.
Mm.
It sounds so good, Duncan. I want like a real, like a foofy coffee. I'm gonna have to try the butter thing, just see what it's like. Because this black
Add butter
coffee
to
is,
it.
yeah, the black coffee is kind of getting to me. Like black with just
Mm.
my little scoop of uh, the non-sugar stuff that's for my muscles. Yeah, I can't think worth a darn tonight. It's just,
Mm.
and I didn't even have a gummy, but it's like I did. So maybe it's the full moon and my water and
Maybe
my
it is.
brains.
Maybe it is a full moon.
Yeah, that's what Tian said it was. Oh, you like butter in your coffee? I've never tried it. I've heard it's
Hmm.
supposed to be really good. Bulletproof coffee.
Hmm.
Did somebody say butter in their coffee?
Yeah,
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's supposed to be good. I forget all the reasons why.
me too. Anybody remember in the side chat why they do that? Ooh, bok choy,
yep, a little bok choy.
bok choy. My husband would
Mhm.
not eat it, but I would. I have to get new
Mhm.
kimchi. The kimchi that I got was the kind that it ferments. It continues to ferment in that breathable plastic bag at the store. I want to learn how to make it, but
Oh,
yeah, it over. What was that? Show me again. I was.
Just
Oh,
some little bananas.
those are.
These are the
Oh,
ones that are riper than the other ones. Yeah, I got these.
those are good.
mm.
The smaller bananas, the finger bananas, are really good. Oh, you tried and you're not a fan of it. Yeah, I don't. That I have tried the coconut oil, and it does leave that coating on your lips. But yeah, it's
Right.
like putting on lip gloss kind of thing. I'm not sure if I buy into the collagen. I don't know, like in the coffee, but I guess yeah, because it's in broth and it's good for your belly. So maybe it helps protect the belly a little bit while you're drinking the coffee. Hmm.
Mm.
Oh, don't even. Banana chips. Those are so bad. So high in carbs. How could you? Delicious. I like them
Mm.
really thin though. I don't like thick banana chips because I'm afraid my teeth are going to break. I like them right.
Oh,
I like them, and you can do them lengthwise too.
I don't think I think before banana chips were something, I was already allergic to them. So
Oh,
it
that's
wasn't
right.
something.
You're allergic to berries. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
You're
can't
allergic
have
to
it.
bananas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're a berry.
She's allergic to berries, and it was funny because she told me the bananas were a berry. At the same time, I was wondering if they were because I had taken from where the flower end was the stem off, and it looked just like a cherry stem. And she was saying, and I was like, "I'll be darned! Look at what I pulled off my banana." And I was wondering why it looked like a cherry stem. Considered a berry. Yeah. Well, I'm like 8 minutes away from 3 hours, but I'm such a, like, I don't know, floaty head tonight. Like, my water in my brain is sail away with me.
To another world.
It's in another world already. Oh, hey, Shadow. Good to see you, Shadow Scout Swede. Yeah, morning time over there in Sweden. Oh, Shadow Scout, you missed it in the very beginning. I was talking about maybe adopting the Swedish cleaning method of death cleaning. And not sure, it was, I guess, your book that was kind of like the Kumari method. But maybe it's also a practice over there in Sweden where you want to do some cleaning out as you get older. And you ask the family members what they would be interested in taking if you basically died tomorrow. He said it was okay. It wasn't great. Yeah. I'm kind of used to it black, but I do miss a nice creamy coffee or some sweet to it once in a while. Really. And I was only using like the sweetened almond, the Khalifa, their flavored stuff. It's pretty natural. It's not like using some of the other stuff that could give me a migraine.
Right.
But say your Southern goodbyes, and Swede just said hello, but we're going to get going. Sorry, Shadow Scout.
And it looks like he's ready to go.
Look at this one. Your wife going to slap you upside the head, Jason. Hiding some Swedish maids. She'll be like, sure, and you'll end up with Hans there and some male Swedish maids. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for my panel guests, as always.
Yeah.
Trust the process. Thank you for having me up.
Good night. Good night, all.
All right, Maureen. All right, Carol. All right,
Chat.
Ciao.
Drive safe, GT. I'm going to hit that end stream button and